football, it's time to bring you live coverage of the Ghana Premier League. Today, our concentration is coming from the University of Ghana Legon Stadium, where Accra Hearts of Oak play at home against Dreams Football Club. It's a must-win game for both sides, especially Dreams FC, as they see themselves in dire straits. But for many a Phobian fan, the road to Legon this afternoon has been quite a swift one. There's been a lot of activity going on among the Phobian family, and they believe that today is the day they will pour in the goals into the basket of Dreams FC. My name is Prince and many thanks for joining us, and we'll be delving into the football discussion soon. But today is a double-edged sword, because I'll be telling you something that hitherto you might not see on our football platform. Yes, it is sports. Yes, it is entertainment. But this time around, we're trying to make a certain somebody or certain personalities walk home with some good and exciting news. I'm talking about those of you who've been following the tradition here at Max TV, Max Buy to be precise. And I'm sure you've heard of the promo, you shop, you drive. You shop, you drive. There's a lot of interesting things that are happening. And today, I've got two personalities in the studio who will tell us a lot more about the goodies that's going on, why I cannot be part of the program or the promo. But of course, I can only support the winners by ensuring that we show the transparency in the process. Somebody is going to be walking home with a brand new car. Did anybody hear me? Somebody is going with a brand new car. But before we get there, as a step-by-step process, and we'll tell you a lot more about it today. In the next 10 minutes or so, we will have another set of that. You're part of this program. Exactly. But I'll start with Madam first. Tell us, what's this you shop, you drive all about? Okay, I'd like to say a warm greetings to all your viewers. Max Buy, you shop, you drive promotion started in November 7th. Yes, and it's ongoing. Previously, it was scheduled to be over on the 31st of December, but prior to some circumstances, the promo has been extended. So we are here to give out give some winners a brand new television set. Wow. The ultimate prize is the car, you shop, you drive. But prior to that, we've been gifting out home appliances, smartphones, and today is a turn of 3 lucky winners for TV sets and 1 for phone. Oh, okay. So yes. four special winners. People will be having special smiles on their face. Exactly. Okay, before we go even further, is it late for anyone who has not participated to participate? It's never too late. It's never too late. See, you can buy tomorrow and stand a chance of winning the car on. So the final draw for the car will is our first winner, and so I'll check the data from my side since NLA don't have their numbers and all. We only feed them with our receipt and the customer's name. So I'll check. So Priscilla O2, wow, Priscilla O2, if you are listening or watching, you bought at the Swedro store. Wow. And you won yourself a smartphone. Priscilla O2, congratulations. Priscilla, lucky you. Yes. Lucky you. Your receipt, your phone number is, we will not mention all for security reasons. Sure. So 054 892
dash dash dash. So our team will call you right after this draw.
Yeah. So I'll move on.
So is that easy?
Yeah, it's that easy.
Wow.
Yes, it's
Right,
that
let's
easy.
get the next one.
All right.
Going.
The system is very fair,
It is.
such that I don't know who is going
Winning.
to be paid.
Exactly. And she doesn't
Priscilla
know
doesn't
either.
know.
All right.
Yeah.
There we go.
We have
Opoku
Opoku Edu, and that is the receipt number. So with that, I can check to know where Opoku Edu, right? Opoku Edu bought from. So Opoku Edu bought all the way from Kumasi Edum store. Kumasi Edum store. Yes. Your phone number is 024 911 6 dash dash dash.
Exactly.
So Opoku Edu, our team will call you right after this draw. So now let's pick our.
What does he win?
He wins a smart TV.
A smart TV.
Yes, a smart
Opoku,
TV.
congratulations.
Did you buy from Max Buy? You could be the next winner. Are we ready? Yeah,
Helena.
we have our third winner. We have our third winner in the person of Helena. So Helena, your receipt number ends with 465. Okay. Okay, so Helena is from Accra. Helena bought from our Circle Infinix store. Circle Infinix store.
Right.
And Helena, your phone number is 0244 882 dash dash dash. Helena, congratulations. You won yourself a smart TV.
Whoa. Whoa.
Now moving on to our final winner. Let's shuffle through.
So 4 winners
Four
today.
winners. 4 winners today. 4 winners today.
The car is still on.
Yes.
Charlie, the car. The car.
The car is still on.
It's still on, right?
We encourage all customers. Anyone, if you've already bought, just
Yay!
still go.
We have
Once
our
the car
final
is still
winner.
on, just go there. Go to the stores.
Charles Sadongo. Charles, sorry if I didn't mention your surname right. Charles Sadongo. So your receipt number ends with 907. Wow, Charles also bought from our Odoko exclusive store. So Odoko
is
right
just
here.
around here.
Odoko is right here.
Yeah.
And your number is 0249 755 dash dash dash. Charles, congratulations. You won yourself a smart TV. So I think that is all. We have our 4 lucky winners. I think I'll run through the names.
Okay.
One final time. I think we had Priscilla Otu winning the smartphone from, and she purchased from our Swedro store. Congratulations, Priscilla, again. We had Opoku Edu buying from all the way from Kumasi Edum store, winning yourself a smart television. And we have Helena. Helena, you bought from our Circle Infinix store. You've also won yourself a smart TV. And our final winner, which is Charles Sadongo, you bought from our Odoko store. Congratulations to our 4 winners.
Congratulations to the 4 lucky winners. And of course, it pays when you buy or you purchase from Max Buy. You shop, you drive. And the good news is that for those of you who think you've been left out, no, you haven't. Just walk into any of the Max Buy outlets, make a purchase, and tomorrow you could have a brand new car at your disposal.
Yes.
That's how easy it is. Max Buy makes things easier, don't they? Well, gentlemen and lady, thank you very much for running us through this promo. I'm just hoping that people will catch on quite fast to get their purchases in good time.
Yes, exactly.
And sooner or later, we'll be seeing somebody driving
A car.
brand new car.
Yes.
Sooner.
Next week. And our ultimate prize presentation will be on the 30th of January at the Junction Mall, where we call all our winners so far and give them. It's going to be a beautiful event, and obviously to be covered live here on Max TV. So we should watch out and see the happy smiles on our customers' faces.
Happy smiles on happy customers' faces, and that's what Max Buy is all about. You shop, you drive. It's as simple as that, right?
Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make me send you. Oh yeah, power life. Let me hear you. Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
I want to watch the match.
Even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He terrorized defenses with his dribbles. It's criminal. The stadium. Was like before the general lifting up trophies. Stephen Odo was orchestrating the game. The legends of yesterday, they have paved way for the heroes of today. Do you know the Ghana Premier League?
No, Dad.
It's our game, it's our pride. And you watch it now live every weekend from now on.
Catch the Ghana Premier League live this and every weekend.
All right, welcome back into the studios, and we are just about getting ourselves in readiness for this afternoon's Ghana Premier League match encounter between Accra Hearts of Oak and Dreams FC. That game is coming up at the University of Ghana Legon Stadium in just about less than an hour, if I should put it that way. And so sit back, relax. I've got two gentlemen in the studio, two sports analysts, soccer analysts, who will take a look at the chances of the two sides going into this afternoon's encounter. Plus, of course, we will take a look at the pros and cons as we go along. We've got news from the camp of both sides, and so we'll also be sharing that with you as well. And so welcome Nane Autichi Anderson and Francis Aboibo Blackgate to the studios. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Francis, how come this weekend you are not in Pando or Hohoi?
Today is Friday. I'll be going to Pando tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
To do the game on Sunday.
Exactly. Oh, I thought you would have gone probably a day, to rest and be with your people.
The game is on Sunday, so if I go on Saturday,
it's good
I still
enough.
have that buffer to be with them before we do the game.
He's made up his mind that he won't go with any of us.
You are always in the studio. That's your problem. No, I'll gladly go with you guys.
Oh, gentlemen, once again, you're welcome. Exactly. Once again, you're welcome. And thank you very much for your time, your patience. And we are just about roaring and ready to go. And so we are concentrating on Accra Hearts of Oak and Dreams FC. Let's go back a step to take a look at how the teams fared over the last week. I mean, there were competitive matches played over the weekend. Accra Hearts of Oak, Dreams FC found themselves in action. And obviously and clearly, it comes to reason the fact that they would want both of their sides to emerge as winners. What does Hearts take into this afternoon's game?
Well, you look at Hearts and their previous game, as you mentioned, their previous game, they went to Hohoi to get that maximum 3 points. And that was a tough game for Accra Hearts of Oak because it took the magic of Mauli Wayo to have that 90 plus additional time to win that game for Accra Hearts of Oak. So getting into this game against Dreams FC and also looking at Benjamin Asari also returning back from his injury and having that clean sheet.
Yep.
And I mean, Accra Hearts of Oak will be going in with that confidence level, seeing that they went away to Hohoi to get that maximum 3 points, playing at home. they should be able to get it done. And so the confidence level will be there for Accra Hearts of Oak going into this game.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is take a look at what happened between the both sides that are in contention. We'll do a quick preview of matches that were played the week before involving Accra Hearts of Oak. And of course, as NY, my colleague, rightly said, that trip to Hohoe was a very tough one until the very dying embers of the game when Accra Hearts of Oak managed to pick up 3 points in that game. Also, we'll take a look at some of the other interesting highlights from other games that were played. But this is the Hohoe Stadium. And Francis, how difficult is it, especially for away teams, when they come to Hohoe?
Well, for an away team to go to Hohoe to win, you've got to play above yourselves to be able to get the point. Because this is a team that their fans get solidly behind the team, support them over 90 minutes. It's an intimidating venue in terms of the kind of atmosphere they create for away teams. So you've got to psych yourself up to step onto this pitch to play. Every single team that went there, be it you've lost or you've won, you have to struggle and go through the pain barrier of a 90+ minutes to win. We saw how they beat Kumasi Asante Kotoko here. We saw how the Hearts of Oak struggled to beat them here. Deep into stoppage time, 90+3, just to take an individual brilliant solo strike from Mauliwayo to score to break the deadlock. And if you look at this game, Hohoe United played very well. They carved out premium chances, but they were just not lethal in front of goal to put away those premium chances that they carved out. But for Hearts of Oak, one striking thing about them this season in the Ghana Premier League is the fact that they've managed to shut down the door on majority of the teams that they've played against. They boast of the tightest defensive unit in the Ghana Premier League. They've leaked only 7 goals in 18 Ghana Premier League games, and that is quite a remarkable feat to chalk in the Ghana Premier League per the statistics. They are not scoring, but currently they are on 5th position on 31 points. And if you look at the points gap, the one on the 2nd position has 32, the 3rd position 32, 4th 31. That's what
makes it very ironic.
So it's tight. The one on top
slip,
has
you are down. One win, you are up.
You are up. So if you look at Hearts of Oak, what Didi Dramani is building is scary, because if they can sort out their attacking problems, Hearts of Oak will be extremely difficult to beat in the Ghana Premier League in the second phase of the season. Mind you, we are in the 2nd round of the season, and this is the business end of the season. So you've got to go gun blazing on all cylinders. And if you look at how Didi Dramani manages his team, he doesn't give the players any briefing space whenever they are in action. You've got to end the paycheck. And if you look at how the players react to his tactical formation in terms of the adjustment, you know, sometimes in live play you have to tweak the formation, and you need the players to react instantly. And he has managed to get the players inclined to whatever he would throw at them. And in terms of his substitutions, last weekend we saw Mauliwayo rose from the bench to score the match winner. So that is the difference between his team and the rest of the teams in the Ghana Premier League. It's not always about those who start the games that will have a positive effect on the final result. It's about switching on the focus of the players over the course of 90 minutes, making them believe that those who are on the bench can equally come into the phases of the game at any point in time and try to have a positive effect on the final result. And I think that's the striking thing about Hearts of Oak this season.
Well, they've done pretty well for themselves, and this is just about the time the goal was scored. Nicely done. Good ball control from Mauli, who had come on as a substitute player. He didn't mind to get a yellow card for taking off his jersey, but I think some of the issues like this is what I think managers also have to talk to their players about. Yes, there's a lot of ecstasy and there's joy, there's excitement. He scored a goal, but what if this yellow card would rule him out of a next match of which he might be needed as a very important player? But that notwithstanding, I mean, control the ball nicely and wide.
He showed calmness, he showed composure, so much athleticism on this particular occasion to score. But the most important thing here is you look at the moment, the phase of the game where he picked his spot and let fly. Look, he had a lot of job to do after controlling the ball. It's just that the defender could have fouled him to halt the play, but he didn't think fast enough to do that. And quality players will have to know what to do in the phases of the game. But for Mauliwayo, right place, right time, finish off as plumb to be able to get the 3 maximum points for Hearts of Oak.
And I think right place in the right time. And again, Didi Dramani seems to be doing a lot of changes in the tactical play of the team. Not too sure whether that is also contributing to a lot more players wanting to be part of his team on a match day situation as they go forward. Let's take a look at the fixtures for match week 19, and the fixtures will give us a very clear picture going into what we are expecting over the weekend. So it all starts today with Accra Hearts of Oak taking on Dreams FC. Tomorrow, Vision FC will be at home in Tema against Mediama Sporting Club. And so the miners are coming all the way from Takwa to Tema, from T to T. Exactly. Gold Stars stay at home. They welcome Asante Kotoko. Again, another cracker of a game it will be. Both sides are all battling up in the top echelons of the Ghana Premier League in terms of the league table. On Sunday, Nations FC will be at home at Brankese, where they take on Adriana Football Club. That game will be live on this network, Max TV. Baseke Holy Stars welcome Bichim United. It's the battle of the bees, Baseke and Bichim. Let's see how that would go. Heart of Lions. It seems like they've taken a nosedive. I'm not too sure, but maybe my panelists will give me an explanation to that. Heart of Lions stay at home and welcome 11 Wonders. Was a good result for 11 Wonders. At least they picked up some valuable points. Match gone by. Young Apostles and Hohoi United. Again, that will be a game that will bring the best out of the two sides. Brekum Chelsea return to the Golden City Park. They welcome Swedru All Blacks. And then Karela United also play hosts to FC Samatex 1996. So these are the fixtures for match day 19 or match week 19. Hearts of Oak at home against the Dreams FC. I'm looking through the fixtures, gentlemen, and a continuation from a point Blackett you made. A slip takes you down the table. A win takes you up the table. But in this case, especially for Accra Hearts of Oak and Kotoko, who are going neck to neck, 31 points each. 31 points each. How valuable will be the results? I mean, looking at the other games, how valuable will be the results at the end of match week 19?
Well, it's clear. It's just simple. You look at Accra Hearts of Oak, you win today, and Hearts of Oak will leapfrog everybody to second position. They have 31 points. You look at the league table, the team in the second position has 32 points.
We'll take a look at the table, and that will guide us with the discussion we're trying to do. So
Hearts of Oak on 31 points wins today, goes to 34 points, and that puts, look there, and that will take them to second position of the Ghana Premier League from the 5th position. So you look at Dreams on 23. If they win, they go to 27. So they go as far as 7th position, 1 point behind FC Samatex in 6th position. And that is how competitive the Ghana Premier League has been this season. Very tight. Like you said, a win for you pushes you, leapfrogs a whole lot of teams on top. A defeat sinks you further down. So it's tough. So every single match is it's like a 6-pointer. You win and you elevate yourself to the next level. See, you look at Hearts of Oak this fixture. Hearts of Oak, proud to play in the first leg of this fixture, have struggled in the last 2 games against Dreams FC. Dreams have always managed to, no matter the form in which Hearts of Oak found themselves, Dreams have managed to frustrate them, either get a draw or beat them. But in the first leg at the Ni Eje Okreku Stadium, Hearts of Oak managed to beat them by 1-0. And if you look at Hearts of Oak, ever since they switched their home grounds from the Accra Sports Stadium, they played 5 matches at Accra Sports Stadium. They managed to win only 1 of those games, drew 3, and then lost 1 to Kumasi Asante Kotoko in the Super Classico. The moment they moved to the Legon Sports Stadium, flawless. 3 wins out of 3. So you could tell that the switch from the Accra Sports Stadium to the Legon Sports Stadium was a step in the right direction. So the players have basically moved to play there and give out their best. This afternoon, against Dreams FC, it will be tough for Dreams FC to be able to come against Hearts of Oak. Even though Dreams FC themselves are coming into this game at the back of some decent results.
Yeah.
Last weekend at Tuba AstroTurf, they put Heart of Lions to the shot in a ruthless fashion by beating them by 3 goals to nothing. And if you look at the former Hearts of Oak player in Suraj Seidu, ever since he walked through the door to Dreams FC, he has rejuvenated his career. He's playing as one of their finest players.
He's a delight.
Evergreen John Entry is back. He's into the starting 11 this afternoon for Dreams FC. And you look at this boy, Yao Chris Gedi, very good player. You look at Kevin Ahyamble, one of the finest central midfielders in the Ghana Premier League that they recruited from Home Stars Football Club. So if you look at this game, it's a potential cracker on a Friday afternoon, which I call Friday afternoon classic in the Ghana Premier League.
And why? Again, I'm not too sure whether you share the same opinion with Blackgate by virtue of the fact that Accra Hearts of Oak seem to be on a winning trend when they play at the Accra Sports Stadium. But matches that hitherto you may find a bit worrying for Accra Hearts of Oak relatively becomes easy for the opponent. Hearts and Dreams share a certain history, you know, and Hearts will be parading, and we'll take a look at the first 11 when we get there. Hearts will be parading a team capable of unseating any team. But Dreams have some quality that they rely on that may work miracles, especially against Accra Hearts of Oak.
That's what Dreams are known for.
Exactly.
When you look at the Ghana Premier League, the history between these two teams, anytime they meet, you know, despite the form that Accra Hearts of Oak is in or Dreams is in, they make it so tight that you don't even know which team that is going to perform well on that match day. But as Blackgate said, in the first leg, Accra Hearts of Oak managed to beat Dreams FC and their home turf. And this is where it's going to be very, very difficult for Accra Hearts of Oak, because Dreams FC will also manage to do what? To also return the favor to them. Because they won't sit for Accra Hearts of Oak to do the double over them this season. So you see, that's why I'm saying that this kind of fixture, for me, friends, I wish this fixture was played in the evening.
You wish you were played in the evening?
Yes.
Okay.
So that again, you get a lot of fans trooping in at the stadium.
It's been one of the worries. I've listened to a cross-section of the fans, not only Hearts fans, but other fans as well, who think that the 3:30 kickoff or the 3 o'clock kickoff when it comes to weekday games is not helping enough. But let's take a look at the head-to-head between Hearts and Dreams. Yes, let's take a look at the head-to-head, and maybe that will also give us a different or a certain perception,
so look at it
as we take a look at it. So a 3-0 win by Hearts, a 3-1 win by Hearts, a 2-2 draw, a goalless draw, and then a 0-1 for Dreams. So obviously Accra Hearts of Oak stand tall when it comes to the head-to-head situation.
Yes. So this is the head-to-head for home performance.
Okay, so these are home games for Hearts.
Yes.
Okay.
So these
you look at the last 3 away games that Dreams FC played against Hearts of Oak in the 2022-23 season, held them to a 2-2 stalemate.
Okay.
In the 2023-2024 0-0 stalemate. Then last season, Dreams actually beat Hearts of Oak at Accra Sports Stadium.
Yes.
By 1-0. Yeah. So if you look at this season in the first leg, Hearts of Oak beat them at the near Joe Craven Stadium by 1-0. So whenever Hearts are playing at home in the last 3 seasons, Dreams FC have managed to get the result over them. So this today presents them with another opportunity to have a proper crack at Hearts of Oak, where Hearts of Oak will be at home at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. See, if you look at the 2 coaches involved in this game, brilliant coaches, one of the finest tacticians you can see in the Ghana Premier League, Wilfred Drummond, learned through all the ranks. Now he has been given the mantle to lead Dreams FC. In the last 5 matches, we've seen how the team bounced back. Last season, in the first round of the season, they were all over the place under Karim Zito. The moment Zito exited and went to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and the mantle was handed over to Wilfred Drummond, we saw how Dreams FC became one of the top 3 best teams, performing teams in the Ghana Premier League last season in the second round. That was the reason why they finished at where they finished in the season. So in the off season, where they played in the Central Cup, you covered that tournament. They won that tournament. We all thought they were coming to replicate that when the season starts. The Kicks were struggling to replicate from, but they've picked the pieces. And for them to bounce back to where you're currently, they're starting the day in 9th position.
It's just like what they did the season before. Struggled in the first round
and bounced back
and then
in the second round. Yeah. So you could tell the first 8 matches of the season, they were languishing in the bottom 3. This is the game against Heart of Lions last weekend. And if you have a team like Heart of Lions, with all the experience they had, Lawrence Osei, Ruben Hennessy, Ebenezer Aban, Yao Danso, Bismarck, Enim, the regular back four, and they managed to breach them on 3 different occasions, speaks volume. It tells you how they've managed to bounce back and how they are playing some brilliant patterns. See, the inclusion of John Entry, anytime Dream Sensei are struggling, and John Entry comes back from wherever he goes back into the team, then it's like he lifts up the morale of the team and the team plays to his strength. In this game, he scored in this game against Heart of Lions. And they didn't just start scoring. Heart of Lions in the opening stages of the game gave them problems, tried to carve them open. But they managed to weather the storm, get the game, get the rhythm, and started playing their normal game. And the moment they click into full gear and started playing their normal patterns, Heart of Lions struggled to cope. Look at John Entry, I was speaking of right place, right time. That is what quality strikers give you.
You see, but let's not also forget that this is a player who has the quality, who has the finesse
and the experience.
He's been around for a very long while. He's played both on the local scene and has had international career touch as well. So he comes on with a lot of experience, and that alone can motivate a team who hitherto may seem to be struggling with their stride. It is easy for John Entry to score on any day, on any time, given whatever opportunities he has. Much to the expectation of not only the Dreams FC fans, but himself. To the extent that even at a point where he was being touted as one of the best strikers we had, he could not even make it to a regular Black Star team. You see? So it tells you that, yes, for him, I think that he's a talisman for Dreams FC, joining them and leading the attack for them.
Of course, you know, in every team you need such a player in your team to build the players around him. But we need to take a look at this here. Accra Heart of Oak and Dreams FC. Let's take a look at their previous match. This is Dreams FC against Heart of Lions. With all due respect, Heart of Lions form has dipped.
It has.
The form is not good. So for me, yes, when you get such teams that their form have dipped, you need to capitalize on that opportunity. And that's what Dreams FC did.
And that's what they did, yes.
Now let's take a look at Accra Heart of Oak. The same thing. They played with a team in the Volta region, that is Hohoi United. Hohoi started the campaign on a bright side, but somewhere down the line, them to the form has dipped. Let's take a look at the last 5 games that Hohoi have played. It's been difficult for them to even max up their points. So for me, today I want to see 2 teams that with their previous game, they played with a side that their form is not there, or their form has dipped as compared to the first 5 or 8 games when we started the campaign. So I want to look at the tactics on that side. Looking at Accra Heart of Oak coming to play with Dreams. Dreams also coming on our way to play with Accra Heart of Oak with their previous game playing with a team that their form has dipped.
Okay.
We need to take it from that side. So that we can see, because see, you can have a striker, you can have a good team. They play with a weak side, you might not see how strong they are until they meet a formidable team. Then you can see that they are struggling.
Possibilities do happen when it comes to association football. Let's go back a bit and take a look at the last 5 matches of both sides in terms of the records, and then it will give us a fair idea of what we're looking at. 3 wins and 1 loss. 1 loss against Midiama, and then they drew a barren scoreline against Adriana, and that was a very tough game. A game that a lot of connoisseurs of the game believe that Hearts could have won against Adriana. But the 3 wins puts them in some form of comfort. One of the wins was away against Hohoi. Then they had a home win against Samatex, and then they also had another home win against Nations. 2 of those 3 matches Blackgate spoke about earlier on, comfortable wins for Accra Hearts of Oak when they are playing at home. Today, Blackgate presents another opportunity to see whether they can continue with that home, I won't say home invincibility, but at least they can continue with that home run, as it were.
So you look at the Phobians in their last 5 games in the Ghana Premier League, they've managed to garner 10 points out of 15.
Yeah.
3 wins,
3
1
wins,
draw,
and then
1 loss. So it tells you they are not in a bad form. In their last 3 games, they've drawn 1, they've won 2, and then they've lost 1. That is to Atakwa. So it tells you that in terms of the form guide, they are not doing bad. They only lost that game to an individual brilliant solo strike from Salim Adams at the TNA Park.
Yeah.
Beautiful goal by the former Hearts of Oak player. He came back to haunt his former employers. Then you look at what they've done over the course of the year. You look at them and you see that they've been good throughout the festive period. They've won 2 during the festive period and drawn 1. So that's 7 points out of 9. Then they lost at the turn of the year on 4th of January. Then they bounced back on the 10th of January against Okwa United in a very tough, awkward game. They managed to find a way to win. So they would love to continue in this rich vein of form going into the season proper. Hearts of Oak biggest problem got to be their inability to put away the chances that they carve out in games. And the chief culprit, Frank Ebura Duku and Hamza Issa, got to be consistent for the Phobian, for them to have a proper crack at winning the Ghana Premier League. Because if you have covered this league for some time, teams that have strikers that score between 13, 14, 15 goals for them consistently in the league ends up winning the Ghana Premier League.
Yep.
So the rest of the goals will be dotted around set pieces, defenders, penalties, defenders, corner kicks, and all central midfielders. They will pop up with the wingers to share the 16 more games to play. But it's all to play for, and the Hearts of Oak, the Phobians, can dream.
Okay. The records obviously may look good for Accra Hearts of Oak, at least from their last 5 matches that we've seen, losing just 1 in the process. Can't say the same for Dreams FC. I mean, they've gone through a lot of turmoil, and as we indicated earlier on, Dormon is trying to put the pieces together for Dreams FC. 3 wins and 2 losses. It ain't bad enough. But again, we're also looking at the quality that they came up against both BBNE Gold Stars and Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Dreams struggled, but comfortable wins for them against Heart of Lions, a comfortable win against Baseke Holy Stars, and again, another comfortable win against Brekum Chelsea. So which means that they're tightening the screws as they go along. Of course. Yeah. But NY, do they also possess that firepower ahead? And I'm sure that one of the names we would mention will be John Nentry for obvious reasons. Yeah. Do they have the same behind in terms of midfield, in terms of defense? Those who can soak the pressure.
Yeah.
What quality will Dreams FC rely on today?
When you look at their last 5 fixtures, obviously you see that they are a team that love to score goals. Even if they lose, look at their game against BBNE Gold Stars.
At least they managed to get 2 goals.
2 goals.
They took a 2 goals lead actually.
Yeah.
They got Gold Stars club back to win 3-2.
And you see their game against Asante Kotoko. Kotoko managed to only score them 1.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at a team that they love to score goals. Obviously, they are one of the teams that possesses a lot of juicy attacking players' mind. Yeah. Look at Dreams FC against Brekum Chelsea. They were able to put 3 goals past Brekum Chelsea. Yep. Heart of Lions 3. You look at Baseke Holy Stars 2.
Those were difficult games.
Difficult games.
Yeah.
This is a side that when you score, they want to also score. That is how Dreams they play their match. But you can't say same with Accra Heart of Oak. That is the thin line here. Accra Heart of Oak will score you, but they won't score a lot of goals. 1-0.
Okay, I see what you mean.
1-0. So this is a game that...
And doesn't that buttress the fact Blackgate raised earlier on?
Exactly.
They haven't got the sharpshooters.
Not at all. Today, this will score. Another day, this player will score. It will be very difficult for them before you can see that they chop in 1 goal. And you see, they are coming to play with a side that love to score. So what if they score you many goals and you're not able to reply all the goals. Talking in terms for Accra Heart of Oak. And, you know, the lineup will come and we will see the type of lineup that Accra Heart of Oak will be facing with Dreams FC.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it today, if Accra Heart of Oak don't map up a strategy to keep Dreams attack quiet, they will worry them. Because this is a side that love to score.
They have proven it, and maybe minimum 2. As for that, they can score. but before you come in, I have to do a very quick break. And when we come back, among other things, we'll be listening to the coaches, the tactics that they may want to employ, how they're seeing the game. We'll take a look at what the players are also thinking ahead of the game. Plus, of course, we'll be sharing with you a few tactical dispositions in terms of the lineups, etc. with you. But before that, a quick break.
Got to dream with Puma drinks. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make me say, oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
I want to watch them, man.
Even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He terrorized defenses with his dribbles. Who know Don Bote? He screamed the stadium. Was like before the general lifting up trophies. Stephen O'Drow was orchestrating the game. The legends of yesterday, they have paved way for the heroes of today. Do you know the Ghana Premier League?
No, Dad.
It's our game, it's our pride. And you watch it now live every weekend from now on.
Catch the Ghana Premier League live this and every weekend.
Is huge delivery cost discouraging you from buying the home appliance you want? Or are you frustrated by the late pay delivery? Worry no more. The unprecedented deal from MaxBuy is here. Buy your TV, AC, refrigerators, washing machine and have it delivered within 24 hours at zero cost. Yes, you heard it right. 24 hours free delivery and installation within Accra and Tema at the comfort of your home. For clarification on this offer, call us on 0544 019 552. You can also order on our website www.maxbuy.com.gh.
You're probably wondering how Ebo got here. Oh, Ebo. You see, Ebo is not a bad guy. He's got plans. Big plans. But there's just one small problem. His wallet didn't get the memo. So he decides to take a shortcut. That was a bad idea. And that's how he found himself sitting across area champion, the great Abu Kailoyo. Let's just say, not every quick fix fixes everything. But with a Stanbic loan, he gets the upgrade he needs and the freedom to actually breathe. With a Stanbic loan, the only thing chasing you are your dreams.
seasoning powder. Achi baby ashe. See na me koto me there wa ati shop I we ni ba
Me that's it. Mommy aromat I wash up and you now. Hey, Mama G, also use aromat.
Papa, spices flavor no. Garlic, jene, kekedro, and other mixed spices for mu. And a chicken flavor no. And one I may use it.
Now some person when you jollof, light soup, chicken, stew, and also spaghetti Italian poa. Aromat seasoning powder. This is some way behind the demo.
Hey, Daddy.
Men noa ediani keke. For aromat noa nenye de.
FDA adie dwade nkrato ya to me.
I heartbeat homeopathic clinic. Ejuma meye oni akoma yarba. Akoma yarba no dos. Ibi wo kwa osende owo cardiomegaly. Anede wako mo aka chenda wo left ventricular hypertrophy. Anem pode owo problem bi kofu pin wo fa na arrhythmia. Ni nyinara no ya akoma yarba. Baby papa oni sendo bi biare ni ho a oze akoma yarba. Oza abaha wako jen.
Uti fie yedin. Adena wot na wa ma kuma yare aka wato den. Also to sorry waka na uko nyuma so. Fa akuma yare no fa bedan ni ma yanwi akuma yare ne ho emma. Entime fie emma akuma yare ne nka ho to den. Bra Heartbeat Homeopathic Clinic.
Eba mo boa ododo. Meso mo boa ododo.
Who wants to play truth or dare? Me. True. My mom says daily milk is a source of calcium and protein. True. Daily milk comes in 3 delicious flavors and I have tasted them all. Very yummy. Wow. Now I dare you all to drink daily milk on a daily. That is new and nice.
Introducing Daily Milk, Ghana's new milk drink. It comes in strawberry, banana, and vanilla flavors, making it a delicious choice for me and you. Daily Milk, an amazing twist to milk. This advert is FDA approved.
All right, thank you very much and welcome back. With just a couple of minutes before we join the feed, and so we'll walk through this as smoothly as we can. I've still got Blackgate and Nanayao Tichi Anderson here with me, taking a look at the chances of Accra Hearts of Oak against Dreams FC. Now, what are the coaches saying ahead of this big game this afternoon? Both coaches believe that it should be a must-win situation, especially for Dreams FC. If you take a look at their positioning on the league log and, of course, what 3 points can do to them. But for many, a faithful Phobian, they think that it would be, a straight walk through the park at the end of 90 minutes. Let's cross over and listen to the two coaches ahead of this afternoon's encounter.
Coach, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Well, you returned back home to a place you call Fortress. The last 3 games over here won by a 1-goal margin. Now, what's the objective for this game? Are you looking at winning all 3 points, or you are looking at curbing that issue of not scoring lots of goals?
Oh, I think that we don't control a moment when many goals are not scored. I think that every team would have wished to score as many as they can and then to concede none. I think that we come in with the mentality of coming out to play to win, and so we are very positive in our approach. We need to improve on our consistency, keeping up consistency, and be more sustainable in our approach.
Now, for the first time since match day 7, you have both your number 1 and your number 2. That's Benjamin Asari, who's the captain, and then also Solomon Agbasi. Both goalkeepers have been making the headlines in recent times. How important is it to have the 2 of them?
Sometimes it's just unnecessary, on the news, because whether you like it or not, when one was not capable of being there, he was absent. And so if the person is ready, why not you play? So finding them, we have had them come like this in our previous games. We have found Asari being there and Agbesi deputizing him. We have found Asari being there and then Swahib deputizing him. We have found Agbesi being there, and then Swahib deputizing him. We have found Agbesi being there, and then Stephen Otopa deputizing him. So in any case, you need a squad list, and in any case, you need to pick, a lineup.
Thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure.
Wish you all the best of luck. Coach, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, the second match in the second round, match day 19. Now, you began the second round with a win. How important will it be for you to continue with that winning streak?
Very, very important, because the first round of the season, we were basically inconsistent, but Dreams FC is one of the best second half performance from last season, and this is what we intend to repeat this season. We started very well. We beat Heart of Lions 3-0. It wasn't an easy game. Heart of Lions is a very, very, very good team, but we find a way, to break them down. And this afternoon we're playing Accra Suffolk, another tall order. I mean, we have our game plan, and I believe the players would play to the instructions.
Now, let's talk about one of your players, Seydou Suraj, who has been your most outstanding player this season. How important will he be in the setup, and how do you intend to use him to break the Hearts of Oak defense?
Yeah, very, very important. He's an attacking-minded player. Yes, we expect creativity from him. We also expect goals from him. But he's not the only player. We have Enchu, we have many others. At the end of the day, this team should be balanced. We should be able to play with the ball. That's in possession. We should also be able to play without the ball. That is out of possession. So it's going to be very tactically astute game.
Thank you very much. All the best.
It will be a very tough game, I can tell you that. I mean, I'm listening to the two coaches, and they give you the impression that it's a must-win situation, Blackgate.
Yeah, you look at Hearts of Oak. Continuity is key this afternoon. He has made some substitutions to his team from the team that played against Hawaii. Imposed Benjamin Asari start right back.
Before you share the lineup, and I want our viewers to stay with us on the lineup, so we'll come to the graphics when we get that. But taking a cue from what he said, how important is it? I'm asking you as a journalist, as a sports analyst, to have both your two top goalkeepers available for selection today?
There's no news, like he said. It's no news, just that people are creating panic and some things in the camp. There's no news. You have to battle for your position. You have to be if you want to be the best, you have to beat the best. If you want to be the number one choice goalkeeper for Hearts of Oak is a club more than 100 years, century. So if you are there, that means you are good. So you are not there to sit on the bench. You have to give whoever is in front of you competition.
Arrival of the teams, and that's the dressing room of Accra Hearts of Oak will always look resplendent in their colors, their rainbow colors, as it were. And of course, Dreams are the predominant green-colored team, and so they also come in there with Winfred Dormon coming down from the bus. He has a lot of confidence going into this game, and he loves playing against the big clubs, really. Winfred Dormon. We'll take a look at the first 11. We'll be joining the feed shortly, and so the first 11 will give us a fair idea. Yeah, there you go. And this is where I can let Blackgate continue with the substitutions, the ins and outs. Let's try and run through that.
Yeah, you look at right back, Mankwa Befi, centre back pairing of Gordon Kujo and Ali Mohammed.
Yeah.
Left back, Ransford Mensah, shockingly, because Baba Adamu played very well last weekend in what walked into the Ghana Premier League team of the weekend last weekend. So for him to be relegated back to the bench, because this position, most of the Phobians felt like they've had enough of Ransford Mensah. The coach should give ample time to Baba Adamu, and let's see, because last weekend he gave a decent account of him. Why bench him again this week? Well, it's up to Didi Dramani. Let's see. Abdul Karim, upon Afrani and George Park will make the trio of midfielders up front. Kweku Boateng Henry, Hamza Issa, and Mohamed Hussein makes up the starting 11 for Hearts of Oak in a 4-3-3 formation.
All right, okay. And Dreams FC, what kind of prowess do they come into this game with? They've got entry.
Yeah, Dreams FC starts with a 3-5-2 formation, load the central midfield. They have Usman Rahman in post, Christian Osu, Ali Haj, Umar, and then Kofi Jr. Kuma making up the back three. Then in central mid, they have Seydou Suraj, Calvin Ahiamble, Yao, Chris Gede, Ebenezer Adade, and Amin Adams making up the 5 midfield with diamond formation. Then in tracks, Razak Salifu making up the two top. So if you look at this, Dreams FC are going into the game, loading the central midfield, trying to stifle the ball, overpower Hearts of Oak in central midfield, and then get the ball into transition positions and try to head them on the counter attack.
I see. What about the players to watch? Are there any key players, especially for both sides, to take a look at? And for Accra Hearts of Oak, without a doubt, all eyes will be on Benjamin Asare. Exactly the fact that he's been able to bounce back from injury worries, etc., puts a lot of smile on many a face of a Ghanaian. He's got 9 games, conceded 4 goals, and kept clean sheets. NY, that's good enough.
Good enough.
Good enough for
Benjamin
Accra
Asare,
Hearts of
yes,
Oak.
captain
Although
for-
we also must admit that they're still not there yet.
Not there yet because
They're not
now
there yet.
there's competition in that department, and that's what I love.
Okay. All right. Dreams FC will also have 1 or 2 players to look out for. I would want to believe that. But again, they are coming in with a lot of quality. They've got Seydou Suraj, who knows the Accra Hearts of Oak game because he's been there and done that. 11 games with 6 goals. And so he's also one of the key orchestrators when it comes to Dreams FC. And so between these 2 players, of course, relying on the experience of John Entry, who will be spearheading the attack, they come in with a lot of potency. But Ebenezer Adade is also in the team, and he has stayed in the team for a while, in and out, and so he also comes in with some quick passion. We're joining the feed, but before we go, Blackgate, I'll start with you. First 45.
I expect Hearts of Oak to break that deadlock in the first 45 minutes and lead the game going into halftime.
Okay, and why?
I'm expecting Dreams to just test the defense of Accra Hearts of Oak. Maybe they can get something out of that.
You think so?
Yeah. Dreams will start the first half very strong.
Why? That's his prediction.
Yes, I'm not faulting him. I'm not faulting him. But you see, in games against some of the traditional clubs, Hearts of Oak, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and back in the day, even when you were playing against Accra Great Olympics, you want to start the game in such a way that you will outsmart your opponent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
But do you have the quality to do that?
Definitely, today Dreams is going to show us.
Well, I would wish that Dreams will start on a very positive note. One of the players who wants to see 3 points for Dreams FC is Chris Yauvi Gwede, because today is his birthday. And so we'll see how the permutations will go for him. But again, you are playing against the nation's #1 goalkeeper. You are playing against a team that is heading for glory. Let's see how the first 45 minutes will go. Let's join the action at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. It's a game between Accra Hearts of Oak and Dreams FC. First 45 coming up. We'll join you again at half time.
In today's game, Hearts of Oak have just picked up 10 points from the last 5 games, both home and away. That's 2 points per game on average, and so they obviously are landing into this game looking to superbly paw their way back onto contention, at least if they do have a chance of winning the Premier League title. It's definitely going to be a huge work there for the fans and for Dreams FC. They're beginning to pick the pieces up together in the Premier League, and so match officials this afternoon obviously getting ready to usher the 2 teams back onto the field there to decide how the future in terms of winning any aspect of the Premier League will start here at the Legon Stadium. The Phobians who've not been playing their matches at the Accra Sports Stadium for some time now they've found some bit of hope and of course some bit of confidence at the Legon Stadium, where they have to now change the narrative. Their coach Masoud Dramani picked up a very vital win against Howard United, a goal against the home side then in match week 18, certainly giving them a hope here in the Premier League. But for Dreams FC, it's a story for them to be told, and the coaches are beginning to make some changes. They're looking to have the command and of course the authority in this game this afternoon here at the Legon Stadium. Kickoff obviously is about starting very soon there. The Phobians in the rainbow colours and getting ready for the match against Dreams FC.
Yeah, good afternoon, Benjamin. It's always a big game. It's always a big game for either side. And for Hearts of Oak, they still have the eyes on the ultimate prize. They return home, and this place has been good for them. And they'll be hoping that they can avenge that defeat here, a year ago against the side. They'll be hoping that they win. But for Dreams FC, it's also been decent for them. They started the second round with a decent 3-0 win over Heart of Lions. They'll be hoping to continue from there.
Yeah, very important decision there for both sides in terms of how they walk into this particular game. Hearts of Oak really having back in their fold there. Benjamin Asari was imposed against Rohor United, so they just made 2 changes to the team that won against Rohor United. Ali Mohammed replacing Osei Sibe. Abdul Karim also coming in to replace Mauli Wayo, the goal scorer, against Rohor United. 2 changes there for Hearts of Oak, but good news is Benjamin Asari had a clean sheet against Rohor United.
Yeah, and that was a set in 9 games in the Premier League season. But I think that the most creative aspect of the game will fall on Abdul Karim and then also George Paku. They'll be tasked to do, the creativity as far as advancing to the last or the final 10, and then also feeding the attackers some good balls for them to score. They've not been scoring. They have some quality up front, but then some people have said that they are more defensive. They care about clean sheets than getting goals.
Yeah, so the officials once again talking about who they're going to officiate the game there. Centre referee Moro Idris will be assisted there by Odum Gilbert Mensah in lines 1, and lines 2 there is Enes Abate. Enes Akati, I should say, and the fourth official is Adani David. So these are the officials for today's game, and Hearts of Oak obviously would definitely be banking their hopes in once again in their captain, Benjamin Asari, who certainly is giving them a lot of hope there in terms of how they're able to come into this game. Just one change there for Dreams FC in this game, and so Mohammed Shaban Nasir is sitting out for Suraj Saidu, who is just coming in to ensure that at least they solidify their back line in terms of a play up front. And so Suraj comes in to change the narrative.
Yeah, and it looks more like a 3 in defense and 5 in midfield where they'll be creating the overloads. But I think that'll be playing more, with their back facing the post, and definitely that'll be a 5-back. And their last 2 away games hasn't really been good. It's been defeat on the road, and they'll be hoping that with this one they could at least keep their sheets clean.
So the 2 teams definitely come into the game in terms of the performance and how they have worked their way out, and they will continue with the performance. Hearts of Oak, and you look at Masudi Dramani and how he's been able to work things out for his side. It's always been sometimes very difficult for the fans to really understand him, and so as a man, Wilfred Dormont, he's worked out perfectly there for the side, and will continue to work his team in terms of any win that they want to have in the Premier League. But it was a very important win there for Dreams FC at home against Bechem United when they beat them by 2-1, and they continue with their performance, and now they'll have to see how they'll be able to come here in this game against this man, a very, very agile goalkeeper, Benjamin Asari, who seemed to be the main man, the talking point in terms of Hearts of Oak's performance in the Premier League.
Yeah, if they have any chance of winning this game, then they would have to go past this man who has been, excellent in the stakes for Accra Hearts of Oak this season. For Dreams FC, they've been bad travellers in 8 away games this season. They've only had 1 draw, they've lost 7. They've only scored 5 times, conceded 13. And it tells you how bad they've been on the road. And maybe they'll be hoping that there's a game that could at least, turn everything around for them.
So match officials now trying to signal us for this game, match week 19 of the Premier League, and here at the Legon Stadium, Hearts of Oak at home against Dreams FC. Certainly 2 teams based in Greater Accra region coming up against each other, and the Phobians want to continue from where they left off in Hohoi, and so a win for them certainly gives them the hope that they can also make amends in terms of winning the Premier League title. It's something the 2 teams are looking to work on, and so trying to get their attackers up front there. Mauli Wayo, who's not part of this game, was a player who certainly gave them the 3 points in Hohoi. And for Dreams FC, we want to continue with their performance in terms of how they were able to get those wins against Bechem United, and how the coach, Wilfred Dormont, is looking to get the team to attack and, of course, respond perfectly in terms of how the fans have also been waiting patiently to have their growth in the Premier League.
Yeah, it's crucial for them. It's crucial for both sides. And like you rightly said, for Accra Hearts of Oak, they are 6 points behind league leaders Mediama. And a win in this game, we'll see them closing on them, just narrowing the point gap to just 3. And it's important that they get a win over here. The worry has been how poor they've been up front, fluffing chances here and there. But if they could get a win here, I think they would really, really appreciate it.
Expect to see a lot of work there from the likes of Kelvin Ahiable in midfield there for Dreams FC, and also Suraj Saidu. Hope has been banking on this young man in terms of how Dreams FC want to play. And Hearts of Oak want to put possession neat and simple around the 18-yard box of Dreams, and they try to ping the box really among themselves, and as they move forward there with Ranford Mensah on the ball here for the Phobians. Looking to find space and always looking to have the likes of George Paku playing a part, but have to lose possession now for Dreams FC to quickly move forward. I was looking for the runs of the attacking players and able to pick up the pieces here as Dreams FC have the attacker Abdul Razak Salifu on the ball here. He's got to change possession, and the captain for the side also coming in, John Entry. And here comes Yaovi Gedet, Kelvin Ahiable. Now Dreams FC beginning to dictate the pace.
It was a good ball up front, and you could see Abdul Razak playing off the shoulder of the two defenders. So easy for him to run into that channel and pick up the ball, but unfortunately too many passes over there. It will be a chance wasted.
Yeah, so the opportunity is obviously going to be wasted. The Hearts of Oak have been very much solid in terms of how they have picked out the pieces in the game. In terms of the defensive backline there for Dreams FC, they have the likes of El Haj, Umar. No foul. He's playing a role there in the game, and a good chance now for Hearts of Oak to see if they can get the first goal, but just sweeping across the face of goal. Very good opportunity there for the Phobians to see if they can have the first goal here.
Yeah, that was a good ball. That's a good ball into the central area. 6-yard balls, but no one there to connect to that. And it was George Park. We've spoken about the fact that he's one of the two creative midfielders, in the Hearts of Oak setup, who will be looking at, finding the attackers. And just look at that. Just on the volley, hit that one, hoping that someone could just connect to that. George Park, who getting close, very, very close.
Long ball forward there for the Phobians, and now charging. Lovely play here. Hearts of Oak beginning to attack the Kubating Henry. They're trying to go with a left foot there. Ambitious effort for the attacking player there for the Phobians.
Yeah, trying to go for the spectacular from the distance, Kweku Boateng. It's the second time in a matter of seconds we've seen that breach the left-hand side of the Dreams FC defense again. A 1v1 with Christian Owusu. Just a bit acute of an angle over there, but Kweku Boateng trying to try his luck from that distance and always going to rise high. Has been good. Two surges for Accra Hearts of Oak. It looked promising for them.
Adam Saminu also playing a role there essentially in midfield. Again, a bit scrappy at the moment there, but the Phobians have been able to get themselves out there, not too much away from the danger zone, but Dreams FC looking to have a lot of possession just right in front of their own area. Ball whipped into the far side, looking to pick up Kofi Kuma Jr. And here comes Hearts of Oak once again. It's a very poor play there for the Phobians. Ball given away by Dreams FC quietly. They're picked up by Omar Fani in midfield centrally. Now beginning to ping the ball here to Kweku Henry Boateng, and so again on the left foot, looking for some sort of support there. He's able to get Hearts of Oak, not in a hurry, Alit, to hit the balls into a very good area there. Paku again trying to swivel his way through. Dreams FC will now have to pick the pieces up. Charging forward, there can be a trip from behind there, so it's a foul.
A good call. That's where the strength of the team is. So that's where they create the overload, and it looked to be a fast breakaway, like Seydi Suraj. Very tricky on the ball, and Abdul Karim just had to foul him just to avert that danger that was looming.
Hearts of Oak sitting fifth on the Premier League table. 31 points they have now. Dreams FC trailing behind with 10 places with 23 points. And interesting, Hearts of Oak have just recorded 50% home win rates this season. Dreams FC has suffered 8% away loss percentage. In the last 6 head-to-head matches, Accra Hearts of Oak and Dreams FC have played out 67% of those encounters where the Phobians have the statistical edge. So looking at the win percentage there for Hearts of Oak, you might probably want to say that at least 35% of some of the fans expect them to pick a win, and Kuma really getting the ball away to a very unproductive area.
Talking about the percentage, it's just right. It's accurate. If you want to win the league, they should be winning close to 70% of your home games. And in contrast, Hearts of Oak, they've only won 4 out of the 9 games they've played, including this one so far. They are drawing out, so it's not really been good as compared to the other contenders, Medium and those guys.
Trying to move away. Hamza is here as well, pushed away by Kofi Kuma Jr. and Hamza Issa really been quite 6 minutes or so, but sometimes when he gets into his groove, he's able to torment the centre backs.
Yeah, there's been
runs there, Hamza Issa.
Yeah, it's been easy for them penetrating the back line, and already we've seen them had a couple of touches in the Dreams FC 18-yard box. It tells you how easy and sloppy it's been by the Dreams FC defense.
Well, first corner kick of the afternoon there for the Phobians, the home side. Dreams FC looking to defend here. Talk about the good teams obviously setting themselves up when it comes to set pieces there to the far post. And they're able to recycle back into the 12-yard area. Hartlepool really have had to say that they're a team with the least number of goals scored in the league so far, just 12. Followed by Summertex and Hall United with 13 each, while Vision and Nations FC also have 12 goals each.
Ironically, they've kept more clean sheets than goals scored. It tells you, what the game plan has always been. Keeping it tight at the back. They've conceded more than once, just once that season, or twice against Kerala, and then also good starts.
He had a goal now, and Saminu couldn't get the ball straight down to his teammates. He's been pushed away for a corner kick there by Transford Mensah. Seeing how to hook. And Dreams FC battling things out here. Lovely pass down to the right-hand side, and Mensah really quick on his feet there to make sure he thwarted any dangerous play there from Dreams FC. Looking aside, very much alert there, trying to get his team to be very, very minded in terms of what to do on the box. Behind the ball there. Pushing shove happening in the 18-yard box. And yeah, of course, and there's going to be a push in the box, and the referee really have the retake of the corner kick. George Paku probably had been hit on the face there, maybe an extension of the arm there. Yeah, yellow card it is.
Yeah, this could be crucial. The referee has a decision.
Tell you what.
Now. Yeah, he's reaching for his back pocket. You don't know what could happen, but I smell danger here.
There's a yellow card. What were you smelling?
Yeah, fair to say there was definitely something going to be done. There was a card going to be flashed, and only the benefit of the replay could tell us what actually happened between Razak. There was some pushing and shoving in the box before that corner was taken, but I think the referee was within close proximity to have witnessed what happened, and Razak should now be careful. And that was the incident again. A couple of shoving there, but you could see Razak just pulling, dragging Paku to the floor there.
I'll tell you what, is the first player to have his name taken. Referee Moro. St. James FC would not be happy at all have the player name taken very early on in the game. Corner kick again, Adadi just behind the ball there. Trying to see how best they'll be able to work things out here. Ball whipped into the near post and repelled by Hartlepool. Well, again, it's going to be a very poor play there. Hartlepool may have a chance for the first goal, and they do have it. It's a first-time opportunity. And they have missed that. Mohammed Hussein just 1v1 against the goalkeeper, and he flapped this opportunity. Poor defensive play from Dreams FC, but how on earth did Hussein Mohammed just miss that opportunity?
Yeah, for a minute he was showing signs of bravery going into that ball, winning it. The second minute you're thinking he was just going to go past the goalkeeper, just flags a golden opportunity, and this could be a contender for miss of the season. Just look at that, no control at all. The goalkeeper does so well, but then just look at the space between himself and the last player, and Hussein could have done better. He just could have gone past the goalkeeper. That's the worst decision.
There's another foul here. But again, it's going to be a lot of talking point there for Hussein. He's just alone with the goalkeeper. That is on partner. Another player got his name taken there. And that is Hartlepool's David Oponfrani. In the space of just 5 minutes, 2 yellow cards were flashed out.
Yeah, it's an Accra derby. It's always feisty between these two teams, but like you rightly said, the talking point would definitely be that Hussein miss, but then Afrani clearly tripping his marker there, ain't she? And playing in that DM position, definitely that could slow him down a bit.
First player to have his name taken is Joseph Abdul Razak Sali for now. The point from Hobart focus of got his name taken. And again, the fans are just in the stance they're arguing about the Hussein's miss. You talked about it being a miss of the season, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a miss of the season contender, obviously. Yeah, you just had the goalkeeper to beat. Yeah, you just can't believe how he's scored. But the prey doesn't come back to 100 in the game.
And that's a very good opportunity. Again, defensively, James Chelsea just being very poor at the back there. And I was thinking he was just going to head the ball out and play, but decided to have his foot in. And again, losing that opportunity. Oh, lovely play here by Benjamin Sarr, is always up for the task. That was the best of delivery there from John Entry.
Execution a bit poor there, and Didi still in disbelief, still complaining, and would see his reaction after Hussein missed the opportunity. It tells you that that would have been a crucial moment in the game. Perhaps maybe would have, just boosted their confidence in such a game. Forget that they've lost to James FC here before. They considered an early goal, and that was the only goal of the game. That was last year, and the tables could have turned if Hussein Mohamed had just buried that.
Again, it's just coming in. Atafoka have had to deal with the balls there. Good play. And I was expecting to have the likes of Hamza Isa coming out spectacularly to see if they can get the first goal there for the Phobias. But again, you were talking about Hussein Mason. How the fans are going to have a lot of talking points in that particular miss. Really expecting more from him as well.
Ironically, he got that goal for them in the reverse fixture as well. And a lot is expected of him as an attacking midfielder to add up to the goals.
It was an interesting win there for Hearts of against Hull United. And Mauliwayo with the goal there for the side. They have 17% of matches played in a draw. Mensah with the left footed cross into the box, one repelled by James FC. Play there by Hearts of Hope, beginning to put some bit of pressure now on James FC to see and get the opening here. Off the line it goes there for a goal kick.
They've made some decent entries into the defensive half of James FC, but you talk about the coordination. The biggest chance being the losing chance, but we've seen a couple of touches as well. One cross into the box by Hamza Isa, and we just saw him hit that spectacular volley as well, and another throw-in going as far as the 6-yard box. It's been decent for them trying to penetrate, but you just have to make the right decisions whenever you go into the box. You just need to be taking out the right players, the right options, and that's how you get your goals.
And again, looking at the last games they have played for Hearts of Oak in the Premier League in terms of home matches played, they have been able to pick up 3 home wins as they try to charge for the Phobians once again. Ball cut back, and Isa here, and just widows the ball away from the dangerous areas there. And Hamza Isa twice has got some good chances in this said 18-yard box. And there you see the work there by Koku Henry boxing, coming back beautifully, and Isa just following the ball wide.
And you hope it doesn't turn into nervous moments for Accra Hearts of Oak. You're fluffing the chances, you're creating chances, but you're fluffing it. And it's been their bane all season, being the team with the fewest goals scored. And this has been their story. Just creating quality chances, but not being able to bury them. We've seen about 5 chances already for the way of the Phobians. But you talk about the quality of finishing, and it's been non-existent. And that's what they need to work on. The coach has admitted that they have goal scoring issues, and they need to work on that if they really want to win.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the problems that the Phobians really have in terms of matches played at home. And they got 3 wins at home, 1 defeat, and that happened against Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and 2 drawn games. I tell you what, take a look at the win probably to Hearts of Oak in terms of how many goals they've scored. They just scored 1-0 against Samatex, 1-0 against Nations FC at home, 1-0 against Vishin at home, and then losing to Kotoko by a goal to nil, and drawing 2-2 with Bibiani Gold Stars at home, and then goalless against Heart of Lions at home. And so that's the difficulty in terms of their scoring at home. It hasn't really been that excellent for the Phobia.
Yeah, it's actually the worst in the league. It's the worst in that department or category in the league. In 9 games, including this one, they've only scored 6 times. And they've only scored more than once at home in just one game. And that game, that 2-2 draw against Gold Stars. So it's really a problem for them. It's not like they do not have options up front. They do, but this has been the story. The first 16 minutes is as an indication what has actually happened to them all season. They've been wasteful in their games.
Dreams FC have had very difficult times in terms of 6 matches played at home. They have lost 4 of those matches, or 5 I should say, of those matches at home, and the only time they never got a defeat was a draw against Karela. That was an away game. But you're talking about the away matches there of Dreams FC, and 6 games are played away from home. They've never been able to win any of that away from home. So the difficulty for Dreams FC is that they have been very, very poor on the road in the Premier League. 88% of the matches played at home, away from home, they've always picked up a defeat. Yet again, we're picking signals of another yellow card offense there for Dreams FC's Yaovi Chris get it on the foul here. And so the yellow carded, get it. The referee's just given 3 yellow cards in the space of just under 20 minutes.
It's gotten physical at times in the game. We've seen it. John H. try to protest a bit, but I doubt that.
That is not the one.
I doubt that will be rescinded, but Abdul Karim should be fine. I think a bit of a concussion there for him. Should be fine. Well, is this man I'm worried about? Is this man I'm really worried about? Masoud Didi Dramani. And the last time I spoke to him, was in Hoho, and he complained a lot about the fact that they're not really scoring goals. And he's hoping that at least looking at the chances. But that scared him. That was a needless tackle there. And now have to be very, very careful the remainder of this game.
James about to see how they move forward here. Ransford Mensah with the left foot, of course, into the far post there. It's going to be picked up by Rahman Osman, the goalkeeper. Again, it tells you both teams are beginning to come out in terms of the energy and speed in the attacking play. In terms of the performance here, have another player who had to been pushed away. Hartlepool have scored 12 goals and conceded 7 in the 18 games played in the Premier League. I'll tell you what, on the other side, Dreams FC have scored 23 goals and have conceded 20. Poor defensive play there from Dreams FC.
Yeah, but attacking wise, they've scored nearly twice as many as Accra Hartlepool, and that's a positive for them, regardless of where you choose to look at it from. But they're scoring goals at home. In their last home game, it was a 3-0 win over Heart of Lions. A scoreline Hartlepool are yet to record in any game this season. They are yet to score more than 2 or twice in a game, and that's a problem for them. We've seen it, in this game already. The chances they are flapping. Hamza getting close, Hussein getting close, but you're thinking now they can't sign players. How do they add up to the numbers up front? You're looking at Mediama doing lots of business in the transfer window, but unfortunately for Hearts, that's not their story.
James, we do have another concern there with the player down. Again, Josiah, just have to look at this there. With 54% of shots being off target for Hartlepool, with just 37% of that being on target. Again, it should be a source of worry there. We have some of the officials of Dreams FC in the stands watching the game. And you talk about Dreams FC's off-target shot, 45% of that. But that's compared to the on-target shot, they have just 47% of that for Dreams FC. In terms of the balance and narrative between the two sides, and but again, you have Solomon Bashija, again, a former player of Dreams FC, now crossing carpet to Hartlepool. But again, a concern there for any coach is that you have a lot of a percentage when it comes to the off-target shot there, but fewer are on target.
Yeah, it also boils down to the quality of shots taken. perhaps, especially for Dreams FC. Having 47 of their shots on target tells you it's a good thing. The accuracy of their shots, is there. It's glaring, but then they're putting the chances away. Unfortunately for Hearts of Oak, just 37 of their shots being on target, and they are not scoring. And it's a big worry for them as well.
Here comes John Entry. And John Entry trying to get the attention of the assistant referee there. He was pushed away, and Mohammed here. First game we're playing Hearts of Oak, playing without the trusted partner, CSCB. Bit of a shift in the defensive line for the Phobian. See how that will be working personally there for the Phobians. So you have Gordon Kujo and Mohammed working as partners at the back. The ball into the box and it's been collected there by Osman Rahman.
They've been dominant in midfield at Hearts of Oak. They pass the ball very well. They've been expansive when they have to, but I think there's a delivery into the box that has really not been up there. You talk about the quality of deliveries. Kweku Boateng playing from the right-hand side. Hussein also playing at the left-hand side, mostly as an inside number 10. And we've not really seen good balls, good balls that would actually get them goals. But I think as far as possession is concerned, they've been dominant. They've controlled affairs and every department of the game.
Now, the likes of Paku is very much busy in the box. Oh, good chance now for Henry Kweku Boateng. Another ball recycled, and Hearts of Oak once again can't just get the connection right. Just getting the balls into the very good places there, but the connection has always been a problem there for the Phobians.
Yeah, again, another chance gone wasted, and it was Kweku Boateng that did well with the ball recovery, and it checked onto the left foot, but then that cross wouldn't be met by any Accra Hearts of Oak player, and it's about time started committing more men into the box. They are having lots of touches in the box, but nothing productive.
Ali Mohammed, good interception there. Kweku Boateng is a target here, but just can't get to the ball. Yeah, players been pretty much busy in the midfield there for Dreams FC. And it's going to be how they quickly mobilize almost everybody in terms of the play. The ball to the far post to be picked up by Suraj Saidu. A lot of energy in the ball there, just giving the ball away.
He's a tough lad, Suraj. Quite a very tough lad over there. That body check on Kweku Boateng, but just wasn't able to recover the ball. And he's been quiet. He's their go-to man. He gets them the goals. He creates for them, but he's been very, very silent this up.
It's Kuma here. Here comes Get It and Dahiable. Face down to Adade. Dreams FC. How out of the play here, but again it's going to be another foul. Chris Get It is already on the yellow card, but this time he's the victim.
That's how deep John Entry had to come. He's been isolated for most of the game. We've not really seen him in action, John Entry, and this time
Benjamin Asari really would want to have another clean sheet. Remember, he's the #1 goalkeeper for the Black Stars and looking to have injury-free intention for them to at least have him play at the World Cup. John Entry got a lot of experience there. John Entry played in Egypt as well. The best of control there for Hiable. And so Mohamed Hussein was the last Hearts of Oak player whose goal gave Hearts of Oak 3 points against Dreams. No player has scored more in the fixture than Daniel Efriebane and David Van Dijk, when the two sides met. Yeah, you talk about Dreams FC with Suraj Saidu and Abdurazak Salif, who have both scored 4 goals each for Dreams FC in the last 10 matches.
It's been a fixture that has always been in favour of Dreams FC. They've dominated this fixture, proud to have the Bucks win in the first round.
With a show here. It's going to be another left-footed ball whipped into the box for Dreams FC to have John Entry with a header here. And that was a very good cross, but not the best of connection for John Entry.
That's what he's been asking for. There's a sort of striker he is. He's a target man, strong lad. Has that aerial presence as well, and he wants such balls. Just look at that, a thumping header in between the two Hazard centre backs. That's Ali Mohammed and then also Kujo. No chance for the defenders at all, but just had to guide that one on target.
So the goalkeeper here is the youngest goalkeeper amongst the two teams, 16 years of age. He kept 10 clean sheets there when he was playing for Nante in the Division 1 League. Won 4 Man of the Match awards there. And he has now moved to Dreams FC, 16 years. And he's having his Premier League for the Dreams FC. An incredible feat there for the young man.
Interesting feat. Historic, actually, for them, having a 16-year-old goalkeeper. We've seen some young goalkeepers in recent times.
Hamza Issa. And again, slalom around beautifully there by Kweku Henry Boateng. And Hamza Issa again had to find space to shoot, but had to shoot wide.
Yeah, they're asking questions. They're getting closer and closer with each, move they make up front. But Hamza Issa again not able to find the back of the net. It was a good move, playing off the shoulder of the defender, Cristiano Uso. Just look at that. It was an easy run into the channel, but just couldn't keep that one down. Credit, goes to Kweku Boateng, who made that amazing run up front. He's becoming more and more explosive, and Dreams FC will have to find an antidote to the runs he's making.
Again, you just have the opportunity to play a part. Ali Mohammed has a total of 10 goals contribution so far for Hearts of Oak. That's Premier League games played. Some matches played for Tamale City as well. And there you have some of the chances. It's going wide again. It's a foul there by Puma. The best of foul there against George Paku. So far he's not lit up the game, has he?
No, he's not, but it's quite, some expectations on his shoulders. George Paku, very, very creative lad. Has that, quick feet as well. Manages to get out of trouble whenever he's been crowded. Plays under pressure as well. Press resistant. The qualities of this player goes on and on, but I think he's been silent in this game, and they would have to unleash him if they would want to create something, for the attackers up front. He's quite a good player on the ball as well, and you would want to feed him most of the balls.
And again, another player just got brought down. Just a difficult game for both teams to play in terms of the openings and the chances. I think Dreams FC have had most, not the least of chances. They had to focus in plenty of the ball just in front of Dreams FC and have flagged all those opportunities as well. I'll tell you what, Hearts of Oak have scored 3 goals in the last 5 matches in the Premier League. Not impressive at all, has it?
No, it's not. And it's one problem that we could talk about throughout the game. And it's been telling in this game in particular. More than 7 shots so far. They've barely tested the goalkeeper's man in post. Just 16 years of age, and you allow the goalkeeper to grow in confidence. The more we go, and the lesser you try to test him. And I think Hearts of Oak would have to guide some 1 or 2 shots onto the goalkeeper. We've not really seen any shot on target. The only job he had to do was to dine Hussein that goal scoring chance.
Well, half an hour gone already here at the Legon Stadium. Hearts of Oak 0, Dreams FC 0. Ninth place Dreams FC with 23 points after 18 games with 7 wins and 2 drawn games, 9 losses for Dreams FC. Sure they want to have any loss here. And here comes the 16-year-old goalkeeper, Usman Rahman. And after getting the yellow card, Dreams FC's Abdul Razak Salifu has been pretty cautious and very much quiet in the game. Hasn't really got himself involved in any 50-50 opportunities that might be coming his way.
He's been cautious after picking up that first yellow card. of the game. He's working together with Johnny Ntwi up front today, and you've not really seen most of the balls go to them due to the fact that Hearts of Oak are working very, very hard in midfield to block all those passing lanes. But he's a dangerous attacker as well, and normally he thrives a lot. You know, when Said Suraj plays closer to the attacking setup. I think that was a foul early on Chris Gerde. Hansford Mensah. See him move into, attacking positions already in this game. Hansford.
That's a fucking control with the ball there. He's trying to keep things neat and simple. It's going to be Henry here. The ball whipped into the box and looking for handball call there by Hearts of Oak fans. We have none of that. Pretty much of a busy afternoon there for Kuma. And we talk about the way both teams have set up, how they intend to utilize opportunities, and they have the chances once again. And ball whipped into the box with a handball. And again, there's Jumar, no foul. There's a goalkeeper there trying to make sure he's able to organize his side. I'll tell you what, Oman Osman had 37 games played for Waso Nante SC, 14 clean sheets, and 38 goals conceded, 13 MVPs as well. Yet again, it's going to be a headed ball, and there's a man we're just talking about picking it very neat and simple.
Yeah, and his confidence seemed to be rising, minute by minute. And that was a feeble ball that wasn't going to beat him. He expected Hearts of Oak to be making him work, in between the sticks already, and that's something they are not doing now. Then it would only allow the goalkeeper to go in confident.
I'll tell you why talking about the goalkeeper. He's had 6 Premier League matches, making a 7th appearance there for Dreams. Again, 60% of possession there for Hearts of Oak against 40 for Dreams. He's got 2 clean sheets and 6 goals conceded there. This one, Rahman. James now entry repelled by Hearts of Oak. Sent back now to be picked up by El Haj Umar.
They were thinking for the first time in the entirety of the game. We've not seen them enjoy the longest spell of possession Dreams have seen. Not really seen them string 5-6 passes together. So that's come as a result of being patient and keeping the setup.
Suraj again being fouled. An opportunity now for James FC's as a midfield.
And that's what they need to be doing now. They put him on the ball often. He's a danger man. He scored the most goals for them in the Premier League this season. He's the most creative player as well. And they just need to find him, put him more on the ball, and he could be the one distributing those passes. He has an eye for a good pass.
The Hearts of Oak trying to open the balls, and we once again given a chance, and Isa just calling for the ball in the boxes. Hussein waiting for it, but again has been blocked by John. And again it's Kuma here, Kofi Junior Kuma for the block, and denying Hearts of Oak with a chance there, but again quick feet, quick runs from the Phobians. But again, a lot of space there for Hussein. He was just waiting for the ball to tap in for the first goal. Ramza Issa decided to go solo there with a block there from Kofi Kuma.
I think the idea was to tee up Mohamed Hussein, who was making that forward run into the 6-yard box, but that ball never got to its intended destination. It was good defending there by Christian Owusu to deny that pass.
He's now 17 years of age. All right, so now he's actually moving into the ages from 16 in the Division 1 league. In the Premier League, he's just chucked 17 years, and so one again the youngest goalkeeper in the Premier League so far for both sides in the Premier League now for Hearts of Oak and Dreams, having a 17-year-old goalkeeper. That is a story.
Still incredible, Graham. It's still incredible being, playing at the top flight consistently at age 17. You hardly see that happen. It's a very competitive league, and you need some sort of maturity, to be in between the sticks for a team like Dreams FC. But I think he's really, really living up to expectations, and I think the sky is just a limit for this young goalkeeper.
Tell you what, there's another foul on Paku and Kofi Kuma for this one. He's been pretty busy there this afternoon, Kofi Kuma. Paku is unable to get the goals that are expected there from him in the Premier League. Two-man wall form here for Hearts of Oak, Dreams FC, and you have a captain entry there. The ball into the box and has to be repelled beautifully. Ball sent into the box once again. Hussein with a header. And the flag gone up for offside.
I think that was a good call. Hamza Issa, fraction offside before the ball arrived, and he knew it. He knew it. Failed to make the run back onside, and just look at that. Yeah, smart play by the Dreams FC defense. Fraction offside, but I think that was the right call.
The last 5 games there for Dreams FC, they've picked up an interest in the wins there. 3 wins and 2 defeats in the last 5 games. They had wins over Hearts of Lions, Holy Stars and Brooklyn Chelsea. Interestingly, they have Shiraj Saidu on 6 goals, Abdullah Salifu 4, John Entry and Jonathan Modine all on 2 goals each. Here we are just approaching the half-time break, and both sides haven't really been able to hit the back of the net there, but Hearts of Oak have seen plenty of opportunities just around the 18-yard box over Dreams FC.
They were clinical enough, so they should have been 2 or 3 up by now. Hearts of Oak, but their story continues, being wasteful in front of goal. Problem for them, but for Dreams FC, give them credit for how they've been defensively. They've really been disciplined, keeping their shape intact.
Good opportunity now for Hussein, dragging the ball to the far side, and Hearts of Oak would want to turn things around beautifully. It's been done. Oh, lovely! And once again, another best of approach there for Hussein to pick it up. This man has been also involved in most of the attacking plays there for Hearts of Oak.
And you have the 2 attacking midfielders combining. Just look at that from Afrani. Lovely skill. Just no one saw that coming. No one expected that pass. Not even Hussein. And he was just a fraction of a second late to react to that ball. Mohamed Hussein. That was a lovely skill by Afrani.
Suraj Saidu finds that daddy here for Dreams. The goalless here at the Legon Stadium. Good work now. And nobody hitting the ball there for Salifu. Sorry, collect that one for Hearts of Oak.
That was a decent move by Dreams FC. Whenever they've had their chance, they've really moved forward quite nicely.
Afrani. Let's talk about the control there for the players and having difficulties dealing with that.
It's been sloppy, very, very sloppy. by the attackers, and Paku has had space, time to get that one under control. These are the balls you just need to work with. These are the kind of balls you just need to get right. Could be a half chance wasted.
Yes, Paku. Franny here for Hartlepool. Advertising for a cross, it brings it back to Paku. Looking for space in midfield to shoot now. Hussein dragged the ball back now. Still the Phobians going to send a long ball into the box, and now Hamza Issa and Rahman Osman collect that one. Not the best of connection there for Hamza Issa.
And a good chance. Second shot on target for Accra Hartlepool, but not the kind of ball you would expect to beat Osman. But then look at that sloppy clearance, very, very clumsy by the James FC defense, and just look at that, so feeble. And you can see that shot from Hamza Issa. Again, not the best. Didn't have enough power. Took a bit of a bubble, and that made it even easier for Osman to deal with.
Paku again having some bit of an issue there, and so Hartlepool have only won once in their last 7 meetings against Dreams FC. That win was back in the 22nd of September 2024. Hartlepool was the away side in that encounter. And the last win as the home team against Dreams FC was back in 2022, a 3-1 win. We saw Daniel Fiyebani and Suraj Sedu on the score sheet there. Bit of a clean break for both teams. And this particular juncture with Phobians coming out with a lot of their fans now. They have the Phobian Tertiary also coming to play their part, and they have the Jama session at the University of Ghana ahead of assemblage here at the Legon Stadium, all in a quest to ensure that the Phobians are in the right place in terms of wins there. They certainly hoping they have a chance of winning the Premier League title, don't they?
Yeah, they need us. They need this full support of these fans, especially when they are playing in those home games. They've dropped some crucial points here. Gold Stars, Heart of Lions, they dropped maximum points against Kumasi Santikoro, but you'd always need your fans to be behind you. You're the 12th man, you're the voice of this club, and they'll be in here in the arena each and every match, home match game, as crucial for the team.
Almost ball here. Playing now for entry. Looks it up. It's a return from the ball from Aminu. And lovely ball there from Adade to whip in across here. And Dreams FC may want to have a go here. And again, it's a final touch on the ball there. So Lifu just complaining there's a little bit of a drag from behind. But there's a quality play there from Dreams. Good connection on the ball. Not the best of a connection there from Salifu. He was approaching the half-time. Still good team struggling to get the first goal. Week 19 of the Premier League here at the Legon Stadium. Ball whipped into far post and with the header. Also with the part of the ball there, quickly recovering and just picking up an injury. Yes, just needing some bit of assistance. We're doing 2 minutes of additional time here in the game at the Legon Stadium. Hartlepool Dreams ball to near post and cleared by Salifu for Dreams. Another ball here for Dreams FC to defend the lines. Just almost there in the first half, and ball whipped in again. It's going to be Osman's punched the ball away. And the referee seeing that bit to be a push in the box and then impeding the goalkeeper as well. And the referee Morijusu ensuring that at least goalkeepers get the protection they need in the 6-yard box. Quality ball whipped into the box now, and Hartlepool really want to end the first half on a high note. Maybe able to hit the ball in the back of the net. That would be an incredible feat there for Dreams FC now. Would have to chase the game, but In time is George Parker here for Heart of Oak. Pass the ball back to Mensah. Kobe has now in control in the midfield area. Pafani and combination with Abdul Karim. Just trying to make sure that they have the goalkeeper Benjamin Sari involved. Ali Mohammed here for Heart of Oak. And just looking at this watch Nabi in the first half very soon there. And so there's a goal. There's a referee there. Morichusu ending the first half, and it's been Heart of Oak Mohammed Hussein with that 1v1 miss against goalkeeper Usman Rahman, 17 years of age, is in pole position there for Dreams FC to ensure at least the end of the first half on a clean sheet. But the talking point will be, how did Mohammed Hussein miss that opportunity? And the fans will continue to be asking a lot of questions in the stands, and see how best the Phobians will come back in the second half to change the narrative here at half-time at the Lagos Stadium in March week 19 of the Premier League.
All right, so we're back into the studios, end of the first 45 minutes. It's been a drab game, if you ask me. I mean, it's lacked the excitement that it so deserves. Players have not been clinical up front, and a couple of chances gone a begging. A couple of cards have also been shown, but really, you're asking yourself whether this is the quality that the team or a team can boast of in the Ghana Premier League. But it's goalless at halftime. We're back into the studio, gentlemen. I'll take your views, initial comments, first 45 minutes. And why? How did the game trend for you?
It's a poor first half for me from both teams. You look at Dreams. Dreams cannot pick up about 3-4 passes together, and it's difficult for them to even build up something, to even cause a threat on the defense of Accra Heart of Oak. And on the Accra Heart of Oak too, there's a team that have not been able to take their chances right in the first half. They are a better side, if I should put it that way. In the first half, they have been able to pick up about 2-3 passes, build up some stuff going forward. But when they get into the 18-yard box, that's where the issue is. They find it difficult to convert the chances that have come their way. So it's not been a good first half for me from both teams.
Daggett, woeful finishing. I mean, we've seen chances being created, but again, attackers not sharp enough to take the advantage, as it were. And then again, one notable thing is goalkeeper has not been tested. Both goalkeepers.
Yeah, well, you look at Hearts of Oak in terms of their defensive phase of the game. They've been very solid, superb. Deep, it's deep into stoppage time at that first half. That Dreams FC managed to get one clear chance, which the striker Razak Salifu nicked upwards and it flew over the crossbar. But if you look at Hearts of Oak in transition, this player Henry Kweku Boateng, the young chap in the number 21 jersey, has been explosive and direct on the right flank. Anytime he takes the ball, hug the byline, he runs direct to hug the penalty box of Dreams FC. The cutback on one or two occasions has been pretty decent, but the finishing leaves much to be desired. The biggest problem of Accra Hearts of Oak, Hamza Issa and Mohamed Hussein, got to understand that they can't be missing this kind of seaters in the Ghana Premier League.
They will not come again.
It's frustrating. Hearts of Oak, you see, right now it's like D. Dramani have been handcuffed. He can't sign in players because of the transfer ban. He just have to improve the players that he has currently at his disposal. Look at Mohamed Hussein on the 10th minute. From the byline, from the center line, 1v1, direct on goal. You can convert. Look at Hamza Issa.
All right.
1, 2, 3 chances. You can score. It's a problem.
Hold your horses there. I have to do a very quick break. When I come back, I'll give you the opportunity to talk about some of the opportunities, glaring opportunities that fell the way of Accra Hearts of Oak and failed to take advantage of. We'll do a quick break. We'll be back shortly.
drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
Auntie Julie. Mami jollof and no chicken 50 Ghana cedis. Okay. Afe so, mami amoni ugo stew ne so 80 Ghana cedis. Afe woni bibi, mami one pesi any beef stew no so 80 Ghana cedis.
Eno ye 80.
Na mami banku ne nkuma, ni nyina mami nya bebre, na ni nyina enye 70 Ghana cedis. Afe so,
Madam, Ediano nkwa na wo to ana.
Ediane no eye dedodo. Taste no eye deep. A secret filler B.
Secret filler no eye Aljoda seasoning powder. Aljoda seasoning powder ever flavors baby. Goat flavor wa hawk.
Beef flavor, spaghetti flavor, Aljoda spices.
Aljoda seasoning powder. Tasting no eye deep.
FDA ajidwe katui atum.
Wodwene kwaya obefa so akra utimi na mamu aye hwama bribia BO16 hair mist bedi wakagina mu waye BO16 hair mist kwai stronko so se emmo ho ban firi mmoawa ema utrase kekao na ema utrase yehye ni nwuna eyenti ema utrase dwo na ema enkapapa bi gina utrase hair mist wonwaso yiye ma braids locks and a natural hair. Nema wo de wo ho. BO16 hair mist fufroyi ye wo mu pack size mienu 40 ml. Ubetimi de akọ baby a. And 125 ml. BO16 hair mist gumu ahodo mensa. BO16 express yourself. Enkratwe FDA agiatum.
Please. Someone say yo. My catch they use Kojak quality oral care product. Today Kojak charcoal toothpaste. None of most my head. Fanano ma'am.
Hey, Mrs. Aquano. Oh, no. Now won't take Kojak P&F toothpaste. Any of my mouthwash no. Ye free hanum say ya kona kope bito. Esan sen ho nya nakra. E bo wo mo se typing film wo se de ye wona.
Ane. Emfa won se endi agrokra. Every say ebetumi aha wodachi. Ni senti ni de Kojak oral care abedwa so na demonstration. Kojak charcoal toothpaste, Kojak regular fluoride toothpaste, Kojak P, and Kojak F toothpaste, and then the mouthwash no. To sumrekana kwaje wodie, if we say Kojak niema die, eye quality keke. Upe biato a ubenya bi wo Ranko Pharmacy eye Kojak for retail pharmacy ewo East Legon American House. UBA Bank no nchen hwa. FDA agi edwadie nkrato yi atum.
Everybody knows Acrobato. And if you knows Acrobato, it means you know M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic. As an international journalist and actor, my health is my priority. M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic is my pillar in terms of my health. Let's hear what others are saying about M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic. Sister, please, let him talk to you. Who will be careful M-Punch one?
Chesena mi ankasa me problem na se problem is wom ntina ma wo ho idea ma me papa chesena nya asem ketewa na me coin point no mo hwe me modem no mo hwe bibia na so mo meduro me fire no ene ma won kra mienu kofo kwa na me kwan mu a eba ti ani je dia ba fie pa.
You heard everything yourself.
Me ma me no adwodwo eda ho a wontumi nante ene ne ko endpoint omama nura ene ne ho eden a wotumi asori anante.
That's endpoint for you. Of Acrobato. Hello. Hey, Oshisho what chair? Okay. A free bra would the endpoint what dance. I'm a choir no. Me just say my name koye and person my name nyina and imagine sabema. Na me be fear for there. The one dey nyina jaresa. You heard everything. I have secret. Endpoint is my secret. Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. I'm free.
Fire! Every demon stealing comfort customers out. Amen. You need to sow a big seed and all your customers will return.
No. Keep your money. You win a blow pack new takeaway packs. Wait a minute. Enkata yi nanso blow pack die etum yie pa egiane gumwa enjuntem ubetumi microwave ubetumi asa room asa use biom.
Sir, is that why you left me?
Ani egiane tonfo bia upgrade.
Me too. Blow pack in so bo of them send the wo dwaso no.
Customers they run before, then she find the magic pack.
new blow pack takeaway book has saved my business. With your customers coming, and see yes, the queen.
Microwave, I'm use them again. Blow pack go make you rain.
Auntie Julie.
Cuz.
Mami jollof and no chicken 50 Ghana cedis. Okay. Afe so, mami amoni will go stew no so 80 Ghana cedis. Afe wouldn't be. Mami one pesi. Any beef stew no so 80 Ghana cedis.
And no ye 80. Okay.
Na mami. Bankune nkuma ni nyina ma ninye bebre na ni nyina enye 70 Ghana cedis. Afe so.
Madam, aden. Eduanu nko na wo to ana.
Eduane no eye dedodo. Taste no eye deep. A secret filler be
secret filler no Aljoda seasoning powder. Aljoda seasoning powder ever flavors baby. Goat flavor wa hot.
Beef flavor, spaghetti flavor, Aljoda spices.
Aljoda seasoning powder. Taste no deep.
FD ajibje katui atum.
All right, welcome back from the break. Many thanks for your time. Let's cross back to the University of Ghana Sports Stadium in Legon and catch up with the technical halftime interviews just after the match.
Yeah, with Adnan Said, the assistant coach of Dreams FC. Coach, let me quickly take your thoughts on the first half. Have you been pleased with the performance of the team?
Thank you very much. I'm not pleased with the performance of my team because tactically we are better than this. Technically, we are better than what we are showing up. What we just need to do is that we are able to match them, and we have not conceded. We need to go back in, strategize, and come back into the second half and see what we can do.
All right, thank you very much for your time. So that's Adnan Said, who is the assistant head coach of Dreams FC. He says he's not really convinced or impressed by the performance, but then he's hoping that the pep talk, in the dressing room could change everything for the second 45 in the game. Now, joining me is the goalkeeper trainer of Accra Hearts of Oak, acting as the assistant. Now, Najao joins me. Coach, let me take your quick thoughts on the first 45. Impressed?
Well, we are impressed because we have more of the balls. It allows us to take final decisions at the upfront and then be more purposeful. Then I think what we are here for, we'll get it.
And now, singling out the attacking department, have you been pleased with their finishing? The coach always talks about the fact that you've been wasteful. Has that been the case?
We need to improve. Of course, yes, we need to improve the final decisions we are making at the final third because that's what left, and then we need to improve on that.
Okay, thank you very much. All the best of luck for the second half. So that's Abdul Najau. He is...
All right, so the technical brains sharing their thoughts with us on the first 45 minutes. Blackett, you on the floor before we went for the break, and as you were saying, it's been awful. It's been awful. For Accra Hearts of Oak, missed chances upon missed chances. The creation is coming. The finishing is just not there.
Yeah, you see, what these two strikers are doing in Hamza Isa and Mohamed Hussein, they are basically making the entire work of the entire team look fruitless. Because if they build from the back into central midfield, open up onto the wings, link up with you up front, you've got to convert the chances because goals win you games. Without goals, you don't win games.
Sure.
And this has been the problem of Hearts of Oak. I've always said this, that these two guys cannot take Hearts of Oak to where the Phobians want to go. On countless occasions in the Ghana Premier League.
But unfortunately, that's what they have.
That's what they have. And Frank Boraduku, I don't know what he's still doing on the bench. Can't he motivate himself and get himself playing better to just leapfrog these two guys into the starting 11? Sometimes players, I don't know where they need their extra motivation from. You are the new entrant from Vision FC last season. Yeah. You are sitting on the bench whilst those playing in front of you are fluffing their lines. And yet still you can't dislodge them in the positions. Sometimes you don't understand their problem.
How pardonable were those missed chances?
It's unpardonable.
Let's take a look at those missed chances. Because look, this is the GPL. This is not Division 1.
This is not Division 1. This is not Division 2. Yeah. This is the Ghana Premier League. And look, you won the ball, defensive blunder from the center. Look, 1, 2, 3. Keeper committed. The goal, empty gaping pole. What are you waiting for to finish off the Premier League? Look here. Look here. What? This Hussein. Like you said, this is terrible, this is awful, and this is unlike Hearts of Oak. Characters like this, qualities like this, you don't need to play Hearts of Oak with this. It's terrible. Without mincing words. You don't need to be playing like this and be playing for Hearts of Oak.
Okay. Second half, what should be the intuition on the players on the field?
The only thing Hearts of Oak needs to do is to be ruthless in front of goal.
Okay.
The chances that they'll create, make sure you are putting them in because they've not conceded. They are playing well from the back into midfield. The biggest problem is attack. They just need to be calm and composed to finish up the chances.
They've not tried the 17-year-old goalkeeper of Dreams FC, which means that he is also growing in confidence.
And you have to credit the goalkeeper on this occasion. He came out, make himself big to thwart the threat and then to pull the save. But the striker, as much as we are crediting the goalkeeper for pulling out the save, the striker leaves much to be desired.
Yeah, should have done much better.
Exactly.
Anyway, what do you think?
Yes, I think the striker should have done better on that occasion. The idea is there. The technique was lacking, and we should give credit to the goalkeeper of Dreams FC too.
All right.
He did good on that occasion.
Okay. There are a lot more chances to be created in the second 45 as you see the players are getting back on the field of play. We'll join the action and come back your way after 90.
Sort of hard to work in the first half. Want to continue same in the second half. So it's been a very cagey and entertaining game there. Benjamin Asari trying to work his team. There's been a lot of talk about him getting some personal endorsements to push Hearts of Oak's brand forward in the Premier League. There's also been talk about how the Phobians are also putting numbers together in terms of the Phobian tertiary to at least up them in terms of the support base in the Premier League. Very soon, both Hearts and Kotoko will be clashing at the Babayara Stadium in another very classic game in the Ghana Premier League. We've already seen the first round of it at the Accra Sports Stadium where the visitors Kotoko beat them by a goal to nil. And so the return encounter in Kumasi certainly will be an exciting one there for Benjamin Asari, a man who is in the hunt there to represent Ghana at the FIFA World Cup in the US, Canada and Mexico. The question is, would he be the number one goalkeeper before that? And so we are back in the second half. The Phobians will get us on the way. Defending from the left-hand side to right, and Dreams FC also moving from the right to end, and both teams remain unchanged from the first half team that started. The next 45 minutes clearly is an indication of what to expect from both teams and Hearts of Oak here. As match week 19 of the Premier League, and both teams, or every team is in the Hearts there for the 3 points and least to push them a bit. Contention for a Premier League title. Talk on the fifth in terms of our position on the Premier League log. Do believe they have a chance to make amends.
Well, sure they do, but the first half wasn't just encouraging for the Phobians. A wasteful first half for them. Just 2 shots on target. Had quite a number of chances as well, which they should have converted. But for Dreams FC, it was an okay first half defensively. They kept their lines clean, they kept their sheets clean, they frustrated Hearts of Oak, and there were still spaces in there. For Dortmund, you'll be hoping that he can seal off those spaces, block the passing lanes, and then hope that they don't concede lots of chances in the second 45.
An injury here for that coming in. Asari once again is marked there and just coming in. Difficult when you have a very strong side in each other in the Premier League. And the wave of attacks that you're expecting from both teams in the Premier League, especially in this game, is not what you are seeing. As Dreams FC would want to see, they can attack here. Suraj Saidu has been brought down. Referee waves play to continue. John Entry on the right hand side, switching play, looking for Adade. And he's been cluttered by Hearts of Oak players, and so not able to have his way out. Well, it's going to be a corner kick according to match officials.
Of course, it should be a corner kick. I don't know what the two players were thinking over there, but obviously that last touch came over a Hearts of Oak player, and they should have been dealing with that one. You have 2 players with the ball, no danger at all, no pressure from the Dreams FC player. And just look at that from John Entry into space, trying to find his teammate over there. And just look at that, saying and his teammate not dealing with that one.
And they come again with the first corner kick in the second half. So the visitors, they try to charge here Ball whipped in. Asari losing the ball. Once again, it's going to be Dreams who will have Suraj Saidu looking to bend one into the far post. And again, it's going to be contended there, but cleared. And still, not a danger has not been gone yet. Both teams are beginning to fight, and still what they can do. And it's going to be Puma for Dreams FC, ball whipped in by Haj. Now Dreams FC now trying to get the balls going.
It's the best possible way they could start.
Hussein once again, and Dreams FC in trouble. Ball sent back, and it's still going to be difficult there for both teams to recycle, and Hartsburg losing the opportunity.
That was a poor play by Accra Hartsburg. That ball was gifted to them on a platter, but then again, their woes and their problems come back hunting them. They've just not been clinical and convincing in front of goal, and that was a chance they should have just buried. It was a big chance, but then good recovery by the Dreams FC defense and the goalkeeper Usman to deal with that. It's becoming even more frustrating for DD.
Well, again, it's a good chance there for the Phobians to have seen how they were going to move in the second half. John Entry tearing away now, looking for space, and Dreams may have the first goal here. But what a timely intervention there from Benjamin Asari. Salifu thought he had scored already, but how did that not hit the back of the net?
Yeah, that's the closest they've come, Dreams FC. But that was a promising move, and John Entry with that solo run over there. And just look at Mohamed Ali in no man's land at all, not attempting to do with that. That was that run into the channel, and just look at that, Razak instinctively making that run onto the ball. And
tell you, it was a very, very good save there from Benjamin Asari.
He did so well to make himself large.
That's why he's number one for the Black Stars. Ball to the near post is being repelled by Hartsburg. It's not really out of the woods yet. Good play there from Siraj, looking to bend one into the box, and this time Hartsburg will clear the lines. Good chance now for Archiet to get the goalkeeper involved in the action. Dreams FC also beginning to get some bit of openings around the defensive line of Hartsburg. Players just unable to deal with the situation. And again, Hussein pulled back, and obviously that's going to be a foul here. Should be careful, he's already on a yellow card. Gede's been booked in the first half, and should watch it. The referee beginning to see what indeed was a deliberate foul there by Chris Gede. A little bit of a slip there from Ahmed Hussein.
He should count himself fortunate to still be in this game. Chris Gede. It was a reckless foul on Hussein, who was tearing away or facing goal, but I think the referee was a bit lenient at that point.
Well, then to the left side, expect Hartsburg to have Karim send the ball in. Haj Umar. And the header here been repelled by Hartsburg. Quickly they have to get themselves back into the game. Again, you have the likes of Gordon Kujo. It's the ball into the box. Now beating. Ablay also involved in the action. Good play now for Salifu to pick up the pieces. Sari able to distribute the ball well. Got a push on the ball now. Siraj Saidu. Siraj looking to cut back, and Salifu! Well, the flag has already gone up on offside. Yes, decision made, and Dreams who feel they should have had the first goal here. Was he offside already?
And I think we have to see that replay again. Just look at that from an onside position, and I think that just wasn't the right call. But just look at that run. It was an amazing run from Seydou Suraj, and we've spoken about what he brings to the table for Dreams FC. Well, that was a perfectly weighted pass, and Razak should have been just unfortunate. Just quite unfortunate for Dreams FC. So unfortunate.
There they go again. It's Salifu this time, cutting back to Suraj. Seydou waiting patient in the box is Salifu boy. John Enki! Well, good save there from Benjamin Asari. Wow.
That's why he's the nation's number one. That's why he's the Black Stars number one. That's why he's definitely going to the World Cup. But look at that save. At full stretch with a left hand, just to clear that one away. And Seydou Suraj that so well. The second time in this game, in the space of a minute, he's created a big chance for his side. Lovely ball in between the two defenders and a thumping header by John Enchi.
Well, this time again, it's Benjamin Asari to the rescue of Hearts of Folk.
It looks sloppy.
How many of those chances and how many times would Benjamin Asari come to rescue the Phobians? It's been wave of attack from Dreams FC, and Benjamin Asari has always been the rescuer. Well, he's been the man coming to deliver the Phobians from any dangerous scenario. Good play now. Suraj looking to bend one. This time it's wasted.
Wasted chance, but huge credit to Benjamin Asari. And you're wondering what Hearts of Oak are doing now. It looks like they just went to sleep in the last 2 minutes, and it's been Dreams FC bombarding Benjamin Asari with all sorts of balls. That was a delivery again, and Christian Owusu alone there, but that was a point-blank save. Goes down on time. Just pummels that one away, Benjamin Asari. I'll tell you what, Graham, he's just the one keeping Hearts of Oak at bay now. Just keeping Dreams FC at bay, and his heroics actually has Hearts of Oak in this game.
Yeah. Doing so well to ensure that at least he's able to get something out for the team. Good play now for Kobe. Has a little bit of tricks now. Usman to collect this one for Dreams FC.
We spoke about the implications and repercussions of wasting so many chances, and now it looks like they have their backs against the wall now, doing most of the defensive plays here at Hearts of Oak. They've allowed Dreams FC to go in confidence now, and it's evident in how they're playing. They've been the better of the two sides in the second half so far and created the best chances. And if not for those two crucial saves from Asari, it would have been Hearts of Oak trailing.
Trying to find there's a little bit of a run in the box there, and Zavok unable to do with that situation. Very quick Boateng trying to play the 1-2 there with Paku. Always trying to find some spaces, pocket of spaces just behind the defensive line of Hearts of Oak, and Dreams FC looking to take advantage of that. The referee eventually called for an offside here against Hamza Issa.
We struggled in this game, Hamza Issa. With his touches, we've seen him come close to scoring. But I think the back line of Dreams FC, have done a decent job on him, on off the ball. They've tracked his runs very well, and they've ensured that they will tame him a bit. He's very dangerous, sometimes off the ball, his runs and all that. But I think Dreams FC has really done a decent job.
Here comes Asari. Again, Phobians winning back possession. Again, expect to see some of the quality run here for Hearts of Oak to get the balls into the good place. And again, it's going to be whipped into the balls. Amakwabe feeds connection. Was looking for Hamza Issa.
The big chance. They've Davey surging forward at that point, adding up to the numbers up front. A lovely whipping of the ball into the box, but again, sloppy by Hartevok and struggling now to find traction at this point, especially whenever they try to advance.
Now Siraj here, TS1, the flag wears up against him. And again, it's a good call there from the assistant referee.
I think it wasn't actually on Siraj, but then, it was on Razak. Just a fear with play. And I think that was where the call came in. And Razak knew at that point that he was the one that caused that flag to go up, trying to interfere with play because he was in an offside position.
Again, it's going to be a lot of the fans of Hartevok trying to wave in some bit of happiness in the game. At least they do have a chance going forward. Hartevok have lost just once. That was against Kotoko. And just look at it again, where Siraj found himself into game, and here comes Salifu. Yes, this is the first chance, and the goal is allowed by the assistant referee. Your take?
I think that was a goal. That should have stood. That should have stood. And, he was just stuck on the left-hand side, of the build-up, Razak, and he made a right run. He waited for that pass to come through from Siraj and latched onto that, went past Benjamin Asari, and I think the flag was up a bit too early. But Hartevok would have their stars to thank for that one. But overall, I think Teams FC, they've created some decent chances as well. They've taken the game to Accra Hartevok. They know they are beatable. They know they can breach this defense, and Hartevok themselves, they've had troubles of their own. They are not scoring, they are wasting chances, but if they should continue this way, then they might end up dropping points.
And it's a bit of a worry here. Sometimes the worry for teams is how they have to come in. Hartevok coming out with some bit of changes here in the game. That's all that's going to be a lot of our talking points here. Very quick Boateng again, coming out with something on the left-hand side. Again, it's going to be a stoppage here, and a substitution would have to be made here. Hartevok looking to make a change there with seeing Emmanuel Amankwa. I'm just giving the opportunity to play a part in the game here for Hartevok. So you have George Paku being substituted. And Abdul Karim is also going out there. Frank Kabora Duku is also coming in for, and Kwesi Asma as well also coming to play a part. A bit of a confusion here.
Yeah. I think he has
George Paku is already out, Abdul Karim out, and Kwesi Asma and Emmanuel Amankwa also coming in.
I think Davey could be the next person going off for Emmanuel Amankwa, the right hand side. He picked up a knock, and so it's not Davey.
Amankwa here for Hartlepool, and sliding tackle from behind there from Siraj. The last 8 home games played by Hartlepool this season, Hartlepool have only picked 1 defeat. That's a foul here from Siraj. Very late tackle there from him. The Phobians have had 4 wins against Sawatek Nations Fishing 11 Wonders. They've had 3 drawn games against Gold Stars, Hearts of Lions and Hoa United. Well, they beat them by, they drew with them in the first game. The Josiah, the points of a Hartlepool, and their goals conceded 0.4 goal conceded per match, and to our last goal scored per match was 0.7. Which again, there's going to be a lot of pushback here. Hartlepool having difficulties, and again getting the goals here.
Yeah, they would always have. You speak about the fact that they only conceded 0.4 per game, and that's the best in the division. Quite impressive for them as far as their back line is concerned. And you know, that's what you actually get when you have 2 of the best goalkeepers on the scene, Solomon Abbasi and then also Benjamin Asari, who today has been fantastic in between the sticks for Accra Hartlepool. But you know, that was some miscommunication there, slow, you know, in reacting by Osman, and that nearly, you know, caused them, and he had to apologize at that point. He knew it, but you know, good defensive play, but
again is another ball into the box, and Hartlepool would have to find a way to get the ball away. So it's going to see a lot of runs on the flanks, and look at the space now, and the Phobians again having difficulties coming out. Hamza Isa.
Good recovery by Adade. I had to sprint, catch up with Duku.
Well, again, it's going to be the man Osman Rahman. Well, it's been a major talking point about his age and his composure in the post there for James FC. And long balls, again, very wasted effort. James looking to see how best they can hold Hartlepool here. Again, look at Amankwa just going to the box, and Osman coming in, just getting the ball away from Hamza Isa.
Good reading of the game there by the young goalkeeper. It actually gives credence to that saying that if you're young enough, you're good enough, and that's what you're seeing from him. He's barely put a foot wrong so far in this game, and you know, he could be the reason why James FC walk away from this game with at least a point, if not all 3 points. He's really been good, and I think it also has to do with that communication, you know, with the back line. And just look at that, also composed, trying to start play from the back.
Yeah, and Hartlepool just throwing away chances. But again, there's been a lot of complaints about James FC's performance on the road, where they have the poor away record with Bechim United on 0 point each. They scored 10 goals in the last 5 matches, averaging 1.3 goals per match. They've also, on the other hand, conceded 12 goals in the last 10 games.
Yeah, it's you know, a contrasting story for them. You pick their home form, talk about their away form as well, and you know, their away form is just horrible. It's just not good enough. But you know, they try to make amends with that with their home form, and they've been decent at home this season. They've scored tons of goals, unlike Accra Hartlepool, who always struggle even in their home games. But Dreams FC, it's been decent. And you talk about the fact that they've garnered 23 points, and just one of the 23 has come on the road, it tells you how they've struggled. You speak about the fact that 88% of the time they do not even pick up points, and it's a big worry for them in any away game.
Mohamed Hussein. Painters cross into the box, and now Dreams FC will have to quietly get the ball away. But Hearts of Oak still charging forward. Phobia have been in total control now, keeping possession. An interesting display there by Suraj Saidu. I'm not too sure what the plan is for Suraj Saidu.
It was clear what he was trying to do. At least he was hoping that last touch would have come off Kukubati. But then Kukubati just knew the intention of Suraj Saidu, and he had to get out of the way of the ball. Just look at that again. He just knew. Just look at what he tries to do over there. Quite strange and rare, though, but it happens in football all the time.
Another ball into the near post, and Hearts of Oak struggling again to connect for the goal. Hamza Aisha once again in the thick of affairs. Again, it's going to be a lot of worrying situation there for Phobians once again. So the last 20 or so minutes to go here at the Legon Stadium. Hearts of Oak nil, Dreams FC nil. Match week 19 of the Premier League. Dreams FC considered 3 goals against Gold Stars and 2 goals against 11 Wonders and 3 against All Blacks during that run. They've lost their last 2 games played at the Legon Sports Stadium. I'm not too sure the Dreams FC side want to pick up yet another defeat here at this venue. Suraj here committed a foul. And that of Kelvin Ahiable had to clutch on Hearts of Oak player, and Ahiable seemed to have a problem.
Yeah, he doesn't look okay. Seems to be in some sort of pain out here, Blair. You talk about their run on the road, Dreams FC, and it was a pretty poor run for them, conceding goals. They scored twice at the dance bar. The Gold Stars had to come from 2 down to beat them. They lost here as well to Wonders, the team with the worst record in the division. Tells you that, away from home, they're not that good. And if they should walk away with a point here, Graham tells you the story of Hearts of Oak. It tells you how poor they are converting their chances. Yeah, they are not conceding. We've seen Dreams FC themselves, come close a couple of times, but for Hearts of Oak, they need to capitalize on, the poor away form of Dreams FC. They just need to make something count. But Dreams FC have been quite decent in defense.
Entry again, trying to get themselves out. And you mentioned Salifu after scoring against Hearts of Oak, especially being disallowed. I expect to have a lot of work from him. He's already on a yellow card, so again, came out of the defensive shells and came up guns blazing the second half early on, and Dreams FC will feel that goal should have stayed. Hearts of Oak now, beautiful play out for the Phobians to hit one into the box, and again it's been repelled by El Haj Umar.
And that's where you need to keep your concentration level very high. Roscoe Asma from the right hand side, and Omar there has put his body in the way of the ball, not allowing it to go past him.
Again, the goalkeeper just trying to make sure that his wall is pretty much solid. He's got the backing of his players. Dreams will have players on the fence warming up. They get a chance to come in onto the far post, and keeper is already committed, and he's able to take the ball away for a great corner kick again for Hearts of Oak. But again, his agility is well beyond his age.
Well, we spoke about the fact that if you're young or if you're good enough, you're young enough or you're good enough, it doesn't matter your age. Just look at that. That's an effortlessly, and it was Aboraduku hoping to pounce on that loose ball.
The best of connection there, Hearts of Oak, and they have the corner kick going away, and Dreams FC charging here. They want to move defense into attack, but Hearts of Oak quickly regrouping to win back possession. Enter. Well, whipped into the defensive line of Hearts of Oak. It's been headed down beautifully. Shiraz Sadu picks up for Dreams FC. And here Blair. And good pass now to Salifu. And Benjamin Asari once again to the rescue of Hearts of Oak.
Yeah, he's been making some smart runs, Salifu, off the shoulders of the two centre-backs, Kujo and then also Mohamed Ali. He's a smart striker. Unfortunately, he had his goal chucked off, but buying that yellow card, he's really been decent for them up front. Sometimes you feel he's been isolated, but every time there's a ball to him, he stays alert, takes the right run. This time, Benjamin Asari will just be the quickest to react to that.
On the last three most recent home games in the Premier League for Hearts of Oak, they have succeeded in keeping a clean sheet. Dreams FC have suffered 3 straight defeats in their most recent away clashes in the Premier League. The Dramani really very much animated, trying to get his team over the direction that he wants them. They were thinking of coming out with the goals this season. I found that they need more goals in this game against Dreams FC.
And at this point, with 50 minutes plus added on time, you'd be thinking about winning the game and not even about scoring. And it was one of the things he addressed, prior to the commencement of this game, speaking about the fact that, in as much as we have a problem, or goal scoring problem, we still want to win games. And they wouldn't care if it come by 1 goal margins, because, mind you, the last 3 games they've won here have come by 1 goal margin. So they understand that sometimes there's the fine margins in football, and it's all about winning. Sometimes it's not about scoring lots of goals for him.
Salifu, he should have lost possession, but he wanted to get back and win it for Hearts of Oak. And there's a long drive here. The best of connection there from Adam Zaminu. The last 25 games in the Premier League, Hearts of Oak have been undefeated on 22 occasions. Bit of a problem there for the young goalkeeper. Right there from Adam Zaminu. There's another kind of strike that normally threatens goalkeeper Benjamin Asari.
Yeah, not at all. He had every angle covered. He had every space of the goalpost covered. And even Aminu knows that it would have taken quite a lot. A bit more precision, a bit more power, and a bit of luck to beat Benjamin Asari from that distance. But as this young goalkeeper, Man Osman, he's been the hero for them. Someone will be hoping that he'll stay fine for the remainder of the game.
Richard Links is CEO there. Like he did there in the stands, watching the game. Well, Black Stars goalkeeper trainer for Tao Dao also in the stands watching the game. And Hearts of Oak preparing to make a change there with Theophilus Collison. To get a chance to come in here.
Tell you what, Graham, it looks evident that Hearts of Oak are missing the rounds of Mauli Wayo. It gives them a different dimension to their game as well, but it's just nowhere to be found today for them.
Well, again, it's going to be Hearts of Oak, Aminu here, and Salifu, all of them coming together. Just losing possession, just right in front of a very dangerous area, Hearts of Oak. Kuma swings one deep into the left-hand side, looking for Salifu. Able to get to him, and again, he's trying to get the balls into his attacking players, not able to connect to him beautifully. 13 minutes to go, Hearts of Oak now have to make a change. The introduction of Theophilus Collison, and just to withdraw with the Ponga Frani. Again, it's Hearts of Oak beginning to have a little bit of a hold of play here.
Looks like Afrani might not be coming off anytime soon, but he's on a yellow card, then it's really slowed him down a bit, with his tackles, and he's not that rugged style of defensive midfielder, but he has an eye for a pass, he knows how to play late from deep, and it's just a different profile from what Theophilus Collison holds, but that was a foul again, and Emmanuel Amankwa rightly chips Razak.
Hartevok having difficulties now, working hard to see exactly what will be happening. And that's a chance into the box. Raj gets the ball in, and again Benjamin Asari with a fine save. Stupendous save there from Benjamin Asari. And Hartevok simply would have to thank this man over and over again. Dreams FC have come very close to scoring goals, but Benjamin Asari has stood tall.
What class shot stop in there.
Frank Duku here, charging, and Hartevok just couldn't change the narrative. I tell you what a save there from Asari. Sraj with a cross here, look at that.
Brilliant from Asari, full straight save to his left. He's rightly repelled everything thrown at him this evening, and he's too tall. The difference between Dreams FC and a win this evening has been Benjamin Asari.
All into the far post once again, just saluting everybody.
That was just too strong from Boateng at the right hand side. He's been pretty decent, managed to win possession in some 1v1 situations.
Hartevok making a change. Mohamed Hussein out. David Parfani also being withdrawn. Rafael Aponsa is now being given a chance to come in. With 10 minutes to go, Hartevok making yet another substitution. And it's Rafael Aponsa here. He's coming in to replace Mohamed Hussein, who had a very brilliant chance at putting the Provians ahead, but just flopped in the first half.
Yeah, and there's a set of substitutions that gives freedom and room to the attackers to operate now. And you have Theophilus Collison, who is a DM. You have Rafael Aponsa also, your DM and a playmaker, so those two could sit in front of the back four, allowing the front four try search forward and find that elusive goal.
Girard, he's come alive in the second half, hasn't he? Giving the ball away. Dreams FC have achieved just one win in the last 10 away Premier League games. They average 0.63 goals in the away Premier League matches. Hartevok really have achieved a run of 3 straight home wins in the Premier League, but having difficulties now going against Dreams FC. Hartevok really have had 1,065 dangerous attacks in the position half, compared to that of 1,143 dangerous attacks by Dreams FC in the position half. Total of 13 clean sheets there for Hartevok as against 5 for Dreams FC. And total 64 corner kicks for Dreams in the Premier League as against 76 of Hartevok. Comes James charging here. I was expecting the likes of Salif to come into the picture. Mankwa sends the ball back to the goalkeeper Benjamin Asari, and again the confidence level again of Asari is unmatched anywhere.
Yeah, you're thinking the Black Stars goalkeeper trainer should be smiling up there, seeing his goalkeeper put up such splendid performances, and he's doing everything, staying composed under pressure, pulling out world-class saves in a game like this to keep his side still in the game. It tells us his quality is undeniable, and that's the reason why he's the Black Stars #1.
In terms of the attacking play of Hearts of Oak in the Premier League so far, in all matches played, they've had 1,438 total attacks in the Premier League averagely, and Dreams FC 1,818. Tells you how dangerous Dreams FC have been in the second half. They have shown their prowess, and Siraj has been pressing pretty much high in the midfield and winning all the second balls for Dreams FC. Here comes Hearts of Oak and Kuma. And there goes the ground. The referee says what? Now it's going to be a foul right against Hearts of Oaks. Asma. And going to get a yellow card for trying to buy the referee's conscience for a penalty here, but that was not successful.
It wasn't. He just knew it. The referee knew it, and no protest at all from Asma there. Just threw himself to the ground. Little or no contact at all, and some good work done. A little bit of a nudge, but I don't think there was enough in it. But rightly so, the referee feels like going to his books. Let's look at that. Push at the back of Asma. And
the goalkeeper Usman Rahman collecting that beautifully.
It's getting even more frustrating for Accra Hearts of Oak. Majau just can't believe it, how poor they've been, and you're just asking yourself, how did they keep fluffing all the chances? Because if Hussein had scored that goal, perhaps it would have been a different narrative for them. And this is not the first time we've seen them in such a situation where they fluff chances and games have ended stalemates for them. And always thinking that the head coach needs to do something to this team attacking department.
Last 4 minutes or so to go. Both teams are yet to get the opening, except to say that Dreams FC had a goal disallowed for an offside. Hearts of Oak in the first half had a 1v1 situation with goalkeeper Usman Rahman and Mohamed Hussein also missing it. A lot of scrappy play there in midfield. And Hearts of Oak are not able to get the balls into very dangerous areas.
And it looks awful from them, title contenders, and you don't put up such abysmal performances in front of your home crowd. It doesn't look good. Nothing to write home about.
Shuma with a final touch for a corner kick to Hearts of Oak, and sometimes they leave it very late. Hearts of Oak, they say their bones will not be rotting.
Lovely way to ball. Applying a bit of pressure on Umar. Possible to play that one out of, send that one out of play.
The corner kick to the far post now. Goalkeeper has already committed and it's going to be headed out of play. The last 3 minutes or so in the game, and it's still Hearts of Oak 0, Dreams FC 0.
They've done a decent job, Graham. Talk about Dreams FC. You look at their recent travels, and just 1 point out of 8 away games this season. They will cherish this point because they know that they don't really fare well whenever they're on the road. But it would be more of points dropped by Hearts of Oak than a point gain for them. Looking at how the title race is panning out, you need to be winning games, especially at home. You need to be winning games, and you can't drop points in such a game where everyone expects you to win. It would really, deal with them a huge blow as far as their title chances is concerned.
And the 18 games played by Hartlepool and Dreams FC have always scored in the second half. They've scored 6 goals in the second half and also conceding 4 in the second half of the matches played in the Premier League, especially in the second halves. And for Dreams FC, they've scored 12 goals in second halves and conceding 10. This game, it's goalless between both teams, though we are almost ending the game here at the Lagos Stadium.
Doesn't really look good for here, Blair. It's really formed a solid partnership with the other 2 players. You talk about Cristiano Uzo and there's Omar. Let's look at that run, and I think his knee came off there was a collision of knees there between himself and Kwesi Asma. His reaction on the turf tells you the sort of pain in which he is. At Benizada Day, right wing back for Dreams FC.
We have a very interesting match day, 19 games coming up this weekend. Vision FC playing Mijema SC, and we have Gold Stars against Kotoko. Pantoga Brekum Chelsea and All Blacks as well, and Basake Holy Stars playing Bechem United. And then you have Young Apostles at home to Hawa United. Those are very tough games coming up this weekend.
Very tough games, and these are potential, title deciders as well.
Hartlepool now on the attack here. Dreams FC looking to find a way to clear their lines, and in that process they concede a corner kick. Good 4 minutes of added time here into the match officials. Jamal's header. The folk now trying to regroup right in front of the 18-yard box of Dreams. Sent in here. It's going to be a very good play now for Hartlepool. Ball headed into the box, and it's not been well defended. Dreams would have win a free kick here. Zaisa has been pretty much busy trying to see if he can get a goal there for the Phobians in the second half. So 90 minutes plus 4 minutes of added time. Dreams FC are yet to make a change. Hartlepool have already exhausted all their substitutions. Dreams FC have kept their cards to their chest and haven't made any change at all to their starting lineup. Kept faith in the players. Hartlepool have Kwesi Asma winning possession here. It's going to be a foul. Tell me what, it's one of the concerns there for Dreams FC already on the yellow card. Chris get it. I think his signal started out of the match award probably will be given to Benjamin Asari. Rajimar's header here. Hartlepool now trying to recycle the ball, swings into the right hand side. The assistant referee looks on to be a foul. Well, there's going to be a very tough one there for both sides in terms of how they have been able to play their part in the game. The fans were just hoping at least the decision will go in your favour, Hartlepool. Dreams FC Now beginning to move here. The game ends in a draw. Hearts of Oak will have the third game played at home. The last 6 games. Teams again repelling any attack there from Hearts of Oak. And G also giving the ball away. Goes with a high foot tackle. We are into the last minutes of the 4 minutes of added time. Hearts of Oak 2-2 at home to BBN Gold Stars, and again that's the tackle there from John Entry. And they come with the free kick here. Just 30 seconds to go. And the first John game, Hearts of Oak really looking at the situation. The opening game in the Premier League, they drew, and once again that's the poor play there from the Phobians. Siraj and John Entry now looking for space. John Entry spreading a play to the right hand side, ball whipped into the box, and Siraj looking to pounce on it. Well, I tell you what, this is the third drawn game, the last 7 games of Hearts of Oak in the Premier League. The first draw in the last 6 games, 2-2 with BBN Gold Stars. They drew goalless with Hearts of Lions, and now at home they have drawn to Dreams FC. And for Dreams FC, the awards in Premier League away from home continue. Benjamin Asari, man of the match for his effort in saving Hearts of Oak. Well, 4 times he had to come into the rescue, and he gets a part of the bat there from the Dreams FC players. Very great job done. And in the last 7 games, this is the second time Dreams FC have drawn away from home. And at least this man will continue to get applauded from fans and almost everybody in the Premier League. He was out for a very long time on an injury, and his return saw a clean sheet there for him against Oho United. And now another clean sheet for him, and they get the congratulatory message there from his co-partner and his substitute goalkeeper, Suleiman Abashi. And so Hearts of Oak really will be having a point here on the Premier League log. At least they know they played a part in terms of the performance. They have had to say it pretty much.
All right, so after huffing and puffing for 90 minutes, Accra Hearts of Oak could not secure victory over their opponents, Dreams FC. It's been a very, very cagey encounter. Like we said in the first half and during the half-time break, lots of chances were created in the game. Second half was a much improved or a better performance, especially from both sides. Again, the chances were creating, but some stupendous goalkeeping on the part of Benjamin Asari. No wonder he's the nation's #1, and I'm not surprised that he walks away with the Man of the Match award. Saved Accra Hearts of Oak back-to-back within a space of a minute. Saved Accra Hearts of Oak from tricky situations. But the talk of the town, or the talk of the match, is that goal that was scored, which the linesman ruled, or the assistant referee ruled, as an offside. Gentlemen, welcome back into the studio. We've witnessed the game of 90 minutes. I'll start with you, NY, because you have not started the heat before I get to Blackgate. Before I get to Blackgate. But again, better performance in the second half. We thought that we could have seen a couple of goals.
Of course, in the second half is much better as compared to the first half. And you look at the second half, this was Dreams' chance to win the game in the second half. And as you spoke about, what a lot of people will be asking questions, that was it a goal or was it an offside? That is what a lot of people will be getting their noses into to see if that was a goal or not. But you see that Benjamin Asari too, as you said, was the rescue for Accra Hearts of Oak today, because in the second half, Dreams came out wide to get some balls getting into the 18-yard box and trying to convert some chances, which they did. Some were on targets, and it had to bring the abilities of Benjamin Asari to come to the rescue for Accra Heart of Folk.
All right, let me cross to Blackgate. Blackgate, your thoughts. 90 minutes of action.
Well, the only sparkling thing about this game, 4 players for me: Benjamin Asari for Hearts of Folk, Rahman Usman, the 17-year-old goalkeeper for Dreams FC, Suraj Seidu, the former Hearts of Folk player, and then John Entry.
Yeah.
These 4 players stood out, played very well in the phases of the game.
Yeah.
Benjamin Asari, together with the referees, are the reasons why Hearts of Folk earned 1 point, because in slow-mo, that goal should have stood. It was a perfect goal.
We will take a look at that goal
aside
again.
that, Benjamin Asari pulled off magnificent save. 4 saves. Brilliant goal-scoring saves.
Sure.
That's the reason why he's Ghana's #1. And today, he has shown us his qualities once again. And Hearts of Folk, on the brink of defeat, basically salvaged 1 point out of this game.
I see.
But you look at the phases of the game, Hearts will only have themselves to blame. The Phobians, nobody should talk about Didi Dramani. What can Didi Dramani do? Look at Hamza Isa Mohamed Hussein, George Park of Opon Afrani, Abdul Karim, and Henry Boateng in the first half, in the phases of the game, carved out premium chances after chances to break the deadlock. They couldn't do it. So in football, when you don't convert your chances, it will come back to haunt you. And like I said, they were just lucky to get a point out of this game, because in the second half, we saw how Dreams FC, in the halftime analysis, their coach said they are lucky to go into the halftime with the scoreline remaining the same.
Yeah.
So now it's up to them to go back into the dressing room and come back and play something. And they duly walked the talk.
Right.
They showed us something different that they've not shown us in the first half.
All right.
Took the game to Hearts of Folk. And Hearts of Folk were just lucky that this game ended in a 0-0 stalemate.
All right. It's time for us to take a quick break. When we come back from the break, we will have a few of the talking points to ponder about. Goal was scored, it was disallowed. Was that an offside goal? And of course, we saw some brilliant saves. Indeed, from both goalkeepers. But of course, Benjamin Asari carried the day. We'll be back shortly after the break. Do stay with us.